Hi. It's been a while. Hello and welcome to Aldrich Academy, presented by Thembos and Dragons. I am Izzy, and I will be your headmaster for this evening. We'll start with our usual opening announcements that we haven't done in a bit, starting with thanking our favorite goose and character artist. What was I about to say? Mackie. Thank you, Mackie.
Thanks, Maggie.
Our favorite
welcome.
character, Eris.
Thank you, Mackie.
Eris? Yeah,
Favorite
maybe.
goose.
Eris. Thank you,
maybe.
Mackie.
Your favorite everything.
Yeah, like it
True.
could be. Yeah, that's also possible. We'd also like to shout out Carly for the amazing name tiles that they made with the for the amazing name tiles they made adapting the logo created by Mackie. I can do this. And lastly, but not leastly, we'd like to thank Sam for our background artist for allowing us to turn your beautiful backgrounds into the Aldrich Academy overlay. You can find all of our artist Twitter links in the chat. Yeah, you did it before I said it. Lastly, we'd like to thank each of you. Thank you to our followers and subscribers for, not hating us when we disappear for 2 weeks at a time randomly for no reason.
Listen, sometimes boosters take you they just take you out of it.
Yeah, I got my booster and then Squid got their booster and it's just I had a bump on my arm the size of a golf ball. Anyways,
I changed a car battery
that also would take me out for a day.
while on my booster. Like the day I got my booster, I changed a car battery.
You're just showing off.
Why
I get it.
You gotta show
I
off
get
how
it.
cool you are? It's fine.
I do.
And now, Squid with the donation tiers.
That's right, that's definitely a thing I do each time and remember each time.
Yeah.
And I never forget about it.
You do remember every single time.
Listen,
and never forget about it.
I don't ever forget. I say stalling. Hey, check out our D&D donation abilities for $1 or 100 bits. You can grant guidance or +1 to a player's rolls. For $3 or 300 bits, you can grant inspiration or it's a D6 to a player's rolls, or for $10 or 1,000 bits, that's new character to this, custom NPC for the stream. Listen.
10 months. It's been 10. Do we have an anniversary coming up?
I don't, probably.
I do.
I think we have a full year anniversary coming up because I think Rowan's been here since the beginning, obviously. So
I'll go check our thing.
that's 10 months.
I'll go check the thing of reduced Bob's.
Wow, that's wild. Good job, team.
Yeah.
No
and
one
we don't hate each other.
2 months.
All
no
we
one
do is love
up.
each other more. Like
I'm going
This is
to.
great.
No.
I'm gonna on
You said it
cause
too.
problems.
We tolerate each other more.
I mean, look, I say I moderately tolerate, but I'm just Sundari.
Yeah, exactly. I love you.
I can close that document. I love you. Let's all cry on stream.
God damn it.
We probably will in a moment.
Listen, I get emotional and in character. Do you really want that to happen?
In
Yes.
March. Okay. Nice.
Oh God.
Okay. So, are we ready to dive into whatever the hell is going to happen next?
Yeah, we are.
I have no idea what will happen next. Last we were in Noxulus. The party, at Mistress's request, agreed to undergo training to understand how Second Sunrise, a mysterious cult that they don't know much about, would attempt to sway them away with promises. One by one, the party rejected these promises of a better life, a life different from the life they currently traveled, words, and agreed they'd rather continue forward on the same road and solve the mysteries surrounding their illustrious academy. With a new goal in mind, the party was returned to Aldrich Academy on the same day they had seemingly left. Faced with the first foe they'd ever battle once more, the mysterious, fluttering eye thingies, birds, they decided to talk to Rojas and hope she could point them in the right direction. I can do words. That's where you last were. You were going to talk to Rojas. What are you doing? You going to the library still? Or have you changed your mind? You can change your mind.
Listen, we never actually do things concrete.
Okay.
So, I am at least.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to the library.
Yeah.
Library
So-
time.
You get together as a team. Is Mabel still coming with you? I don't know if you have been asking Mabel to join or not. because she seemingly is not the same Mabel you recall. But
I mean, yeah, I'm not letting her out of my sight.
okay, so you're dragging her along with you.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And Reservoir, who does not have a uniform and is just, in this weird ass ghostly dress, follows along behind you. You've reached the library without any issues. No birds attack you or anything appears. You open the doors, and as usual, you see Rojas standing behind the desk, flipping through pages of a book. She doesn't seem to notice your entry.
Hi.
She flips a couple more pages, looks up at you. Good morning. Looks down at her book and continues reading.
Right.
Do we just like get straight to the point, or
Just a quick. Do you remember any students that perhaps have ever looked like us and been here before?
Flip through a couple pages. Looked over the desk at you again. I've met countless students throughout my years. You'll have to forgive me.
What about in Strom that you then possibly like locked in a book?
yeah? How many students have you met that time traveled?
That is an interesting question. None that I know of.
Fantastic.
What do you mean
She
about
said-
Strom? I've never been a librarian there.
Oh, that's great. Well,
Maybe that was from the time that we shouldn't have been existing.
yeah, technically speaking, we did not exist. As Liz goes through their notes, I can probably find exactly when.
That's what I forgot. My notes.
She closes her book and looks at each of you. I'm sure this is going to be quite interesting.
Oh, it definitely will.
Very much so.
Dorian asks his dad out and his mom. That's my note right there.
Enough.
That's an important note.
Very
When you go back in time and bump into your parents to ask them out
It
on
might have
on
been
on a throuple date.
2191.
think so.
I just have that number with a dash past right next to it because my notes are so.
I think that's about right. 2191 would have been around the right year. Yep. Good note taking. Because this is 2236.
Okay, so should we do the whole story or no? Just ask the question we want to ask.
Well, you could start with your names. You're students here. I can tell by your uniforms. I've never seen you before.
Would I have
Wait. You've never seen Dorian before?
Yeah, I was gonna say, would I have interacted with Rojas as
Oh,
like
yeah,
a student
countless times.
council member?
Oh yeah, all the time.
And I'm pretty sure she didn't like me.
I mean, I'm gonna just look at her and go, right, wouldn't we have I work on the student council. We've spoken multiple times.
Are you sure?
Yeah, yes. Do I still have my little like badge that I wear? Can I just
Sure. You fumble through your pockets looking for it.
do it?
Where would you have kept it?
I mean, it probably pinned to my shirt if not in my pockets.
Well, if it's pinned to your shirt, there's nothing there.
Okay, well that's not.
Oh gosh. Oh, yeah, 2256. We're from 2236.
Yep. 91 would have been. It's 100 years. 91 was more likely the year because it's supposed to be about 40 something years prior.
Okay.
56 would have been a different incident.
Okay.
I mean, our lore keeper, Rowan, might be able to tell us
Wait, hold on.
differently, but I'm pretty sure it was 91.
Where's Nora? How about book? What happened to Aldrich? Babe, happy
Okay.
family. Oscar
Do you-
strong. 2256. Oh, we're from 2236. Past was 2191.
91. Yeah.
Okay, so okay, so I'm not part of the student council. What
Let's
about
jump?
my sister? Do you remember Rowena? Rashad?
Rowena, yes, you're Rashad. I suppose I do see the resemblance.
Okay, I'm gonna go not cry.
Okay. So. Oh gosh, I'm already tired thinking about how to explain everything.
I have no idea how to go through this clearly and punctually.
You
Right.
could start again with your names. That would be great.
Okay, so my name is Shay. Hi.
Dorian.
Shay Westman.
Patricia Rojas, but Professor Rojas is preferred.
So, Professor Rojas, there was one day where we were going to a assembly that was me with Dorian's sister, and then lost stuff. There was like these weird inky birds that kept coming out of our eyes and swirling around all over the place. And we thought we saw them, we didn't think we saw them. Then we heard about someone going to a train to do the train, so we went to the train to go find out. And then I talked to a weird guy that was sitting into the chair, and then we actually woke up and all went to the chair. And then we kind of like had a weird experience. Woke up on the train, talked to someone, found out there was a bomb on the train. Then the train was going. Then I cut myself off from the train so I wouldn't also be safe, and I got in trouble for that. And then I blew up the train with the help of the guy that talked to me in my head. But then my sister said it wasn't actually my sister, and told me to stay away. If you kill me, then I said I'd kill you. Anyways, that's a whole story about my personal stuff we should talk about at some point because it's very traumatic and we have a lot of things to feel about it. And then we found anyone, and then we were in a different park. So we found the train, but it wasn't actually a train because none of the students were there, and everything was backwards. Everyone was talking backwards. We got a dog. We lost the dog. And then we found the train. We got the kids. We lost the kids. We got on a boat with the kids, and then all the kids kind of disappeared after we got on the landing. And we ended up on back. Ow, stop. And then we kind of like some weird stuff happened on the ship that wasn't actually. I kind of stabbed someone in the chest. I didn't mean to, but it actually was made. It wasn't real. It was all fake. We ended up back on the ship. Then we found the landing. We went through a portal. We actually got sent to the past after some weird stuff that happened in the maze. And then the maze, Dorian hit on his parents, and then kind of got them together with another person. But then we were in.
On his parents.
It was very weird.
You
Then
know,
we were
the
in.
entire time she's actually writing all this information down.
We're in this drama
in an empty
academy in 2191, I believe. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. And then so we were there. We're trying to figure out what's going on. I thought I saw my grandmother. Actually, my sister, who'd been sister past, but that's a whole, once again, different thing that's happening. Don't need to talk about that. I can talk to you later about that. It's fine. So then, while we were there, we were like, oh no, we're messing stuff up because Dorian had a photo that kept disappearing and reappearing and disappearing and reappearing, and people were at it, and people subtracted, and he was gone for a moment, I think. Maybe I'm making that part up. I'm thinking of a book I read once. And then all of a sudden the thingies, Liz does not remember Goop Monster's names because there's a lot of stuff I'm trying to process through this.
Harbingers.
Thank you. This is a year's worth of info I'm dropping. And then a giant harbinger came through and smashed up the walls, and we helped fight him, along with Dorian's dad, and I think Dorian's mom, and some other random kids, and I found out I had some cool powers.
And this is in 2191?
This was in 2191. And then we went to you because you knew us, and you're like, oh, well, like, there's a few ways to get you back to where you're going. And we're like, how do we go back? And you're like, well, we can, like, lock you in a book, and I'll put you in my library, and then when it's time for you to come out, we'll bring it out. So we did that, and then we woke up in the middle of the woods. We met a weird, like, lion guy that we were supposed to kill, but we didn't kill because all of a sudden Aldrich didn't exist. But then we suddenly woke up in this weird cafe that we didn't know what we were doing, and then we fought like a dragon or something, and some weird shit happened with that. I'm going with the person in my head who's no longer a dude, but an older lady, very nice, much nicer than the old dude, but it's a whole different story. And then also the other person that talks to Apollo is no longer like a little girl, but now a teenage girl who's a little sullen. Sorry, Rosa, you're a little sullen. Like, calm your ass down. And then like all that was gone, and then we were just in Aldrich again, and they kept talking to us, and there was like 1,000 Rubens going on, and we didn't know who each other were, and we kept seeing these horrible moments in our life. Like I like literally saw 1,000 times me stabbing my sister in the chest. Wasn't actually Scones Mabel. I didn't swear I didn't kill you. It was a different Mabel.
In the chest.
And it was really traumatic, and I cried a lot. I didn't like how I felt, but they're like, "Oh, you could get this all go away." And I was like, "I don't want to make it all go away because we don't know what we're promising." And then they're like, "Well, but like you should do it." We're like, "No." And then we found we're still in the cafe, and then so we're in the cafe, and then they're like, "Hey, that was a test for the second sunrise," and we're like, "What the fuck?" And like, "Yeah, you promised to this." And we're like, "No, we didn't." They're like, "Yeah, you did." We're like, "Fuck you." We didn't actually say that because that'd be really impolite. And then we kind of woke up back here on the day that we left. But things are weird and different from the first time we went through it.
As
Their
you're
food-
explaining, she literally stands up and starts walking over to a bookshelf and starts flipping through different ones, trying to find something. You can
Yeah,
continue if
so
you'd
it
like.
could be a bomb on the train. We don't actually know if there's a bomb on the train because also someone who's supposed to be there, we think the bomb was for, is no longer there, and neither is Nora. Actually, have we found Nora, guys, at all? Have we even thought about that? We should probably look for that
What?
later and talk to you about that. And then we're like,
Nora's
hey,
in
we
the
should go talk to
infirmary
her.
currently.
She's in the infirmary.
Nora's in the infirmary.
Right,
She wasn't.
the fireball from Alex that
Right. So that didn't happen originally when we were from, and like Alex didn't do that. He was kind of a dumbass. But he didn't actually do that. And so now we're talking to you. So
Bravo. I'm
It's been-
impressed.
it's been
I
like a
mean-
rough few days.
And that was your last how long exactly?
unclear.
It's been like a week.
In 2191, you said?
It has
Well,
been
we
roughly a week. There were a few days in the past, but
and in the
concurrently,
future,
in line with our own lives, it was only a matter of a week or so.
yeah. But yeah, we went to 2191, and then we went to like 22 something or other because it was like way in the
She-
future.
Removes a book from the shelf and then walks over to the table, and you can see that this book actually has a very hefty lock on it, and kind of looks like, you know how journals where you'll have the metal clasp and then the lock that's attached to it to prevent anyone from being able to get in and read the pages.
Does it look anything like the book we were in?
It does look similar.
Did we keep that book, y'all, or no? We couldn't find it when we got dumped out.
We couldn't find it when we got dumped in the forest.
Well, this book has been in our stock since that time.
No.
At one point there was a problem where I lost a lot of my memories.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
And a lot of them have been sealed into here.
Oh.
You up until the second sunrise, I just thought you were playing around.
No.
So all that happened.
It's been a really long week.
It very much
Yes.
happened.
How do you
Right.
know about them?
I mean, I can go through it again if you'd like.
We were tested at a cafe in the woods. I believe it was called All That Ails You.
We were just chilling in a hot spring and a giant lizard attacked us. I think that's when we heard it first.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Is she well?
Who are you asking about?
The giant lizard?
No, I'm sorry, I
It
killed it.
Doesn't matter. You're
Are you talking about the
Great.
pretty lady in the dress?
You're
the cow.
clearly not lying to me. I can't open this book. I don't have the key for it, and magic won't do anything.
Ruben's really good at opening things.
Didn't we find?
Just fucking self pat down, make sure we don't have the keys.
Didn't we find a
Mhm.
key earlier?
Did we?
Where would you have found a key?
I don't. Wasn't there one in the cafeteria?
Hold on.
No, I'm trying to go through my notes.
I don't remember.
I know. I'm like, I don't remember if we did or didn't.
Does it look like the sort of lock I could try picking, or does it look decidedly magic?
It doesn't even have a keyhole.
Ah, okay.
Well.
Maybe it's one of those puzzle locks.
It does looking over the lock. It is ornate, gold, intricate. There appears to be a symbol that Gosh. Yeah, y'all would recognize it. It's very similar to the logo you saw on the other side.
The one on my jacket?
Yes.
Ah.
Where in that one it's clasping some kind of arrow or broken. This one appears to be clasping incense in its talons.
Is it flipped like the one on the jacket, or is it the right way?
It's the opposite direction. But this one, okay, the jacket is flipped. This one is unflipped.
Okay.
So it's a symbol very similar to the Waterstrad crest, but it is not the Waterstrad crest.
Professor, would you be okay if we touched the book?
Sure.
I will go over and hold out my hands to it.
You touch the book. It's leathery. The bindings to
I don't
it.
know what I thought I'd do.
Cover.
Can I check the lock to see if there's any kind of mechanism, like a puzzle mechanism or
Sure, make investigation check.
Excellent. But not on that roll. 17.
17. You flip it over, you check it side to side, you try the usual, like pulling the locking mechanism apart. You know, the usual, I'm just gonna try this lock, see what happens. You don't see anything special about it other than the fact that where you would expect there to be a hole so the other side could come out and it could just be removed. This one appears to be entirely sealed, like it's been welded around both sides. I've tried destroying it. Many different things. Very similar to your friend. I've even tried a fireball in the corner. It just won't open.
Can I try just speaking to it? Like, I want to try just open backwards. Just
Nothing happens.
Whisper sweet nothings in its ear.
I'm whispering to the book, open.
Make a charisma-based check. Yeah, just give me base
Hey,
charisma.
book. You look
If you're gonna
good.
try to seduce this book.
I'm not seducing this book.
You already seduced your parents. Why not the book?
I didn't
Did someone say seduce the book?
I didn't seduce my parent. Well,
Vocal bard here.
Hey,
also,
book. How you doing, baby?
question: do I get advantage or any kind of bonus because I'm
No.
a scribe wizard and books are kind of my whole
No.
deal? Okay, well, it was
Are they
worth
your
it.
whole deal?
I can summon a brain.
Why don't you marry one?
I mean, I'm trying. I'm trying to. Ooh, you said flat charisma.
Clearly, you need to use knock on it.
That's a total of 16.
Flat charisma. You whisper to the lock in many different words, seductive or not, backwards. Nothing seems to happen.
Dang.
Hey, baby.
Hey, how you doing? This is what I'm
Show
doing.
me them
You are
pages.
speaking in the backwards language, which Rojas does pick up and asks you. You know this language in that language.
When someone says
It was a
something
whole ordeal.
Yeah.
a little, we've heard it a lot. There's a sign, and I just point to Ruben. It says, like,
Oh yeah, hang on, I'll get it. Here you go.
We've been
Rather
jumping
vulgar.
back and forth.
It is rather vulgar, isn't it?
Hmm.
I like to show it to people who can't read it. It's fun.
That does seem fun.
We've been jumping back and forth.
I'm sure we
between
would have
the
gotten
two.
along quite well. Looks over at Shay. Sorry.
Well, we've been jumping between the two.
Oh, good.
So
No, good is not the word I would use actually at
it's
all.
really stressful.
No.
incredibly awful.
It does make your story a little
brother
more
tried to kill him.
real.
Actually, all of us.
Right, that's right. My brother on the other side wanted to murder me. My family on the other side are all kind of murderers. And I don't exist, so that's
Or
great.
dead.
Although we did meet a very good dog.
Not very good. Where's absorbed?
You know, there are some time sensitive things we came here to talk about too.
Mhm.
There's
Oh,
like
right.
the liquid vampire thing.
Right, I forgot
Oh.
about that. There's shape-shifting vampire ink person somewhere in the school right now,
At least there was the last time we were
right?
right now.
They sort of
Um,
went under the school into some chambers that are mostly illusion magic.
So you've already done all this then. You've come back to a date you've previously lived inside.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. And we
Yes.
came to you because across our entire week of terrible things, you were the one person we trusted.
Yeah.
You're the
Yes.
only adult who's a decent adult.
You haven't tried to kill us.
That is a big point in your favor.
Really is.
And who could particularly help us in great times of distress like this.
I apologize that I'm not that person.
I mean, you still haven't tried to kill us, so
That's a
unless
pretty
that
good.
was a lead-in.
Yes. You still are the most trustworthy adult we know, so
I'm sorry you've had to deal with that.
Please don't try and kill us.
I would break my heart if
I
you tried to kill us.
Currently have no intentions to do such.
That's really
Thank you.
good news.
Um, she looks around at there's a couple students who are just patiently waiting and hearing this entire conversation because they were trying to take out a book. We're just looking at all of you. They show the book to her. She writes into it, hands them the book, and that student walks off. And that was awkward.
If you tell anybody we're crazy, I will find you.
You don't have to threaten them. That'll just make it worse.
Really?
Probably.
Oh.
Do you respond well to being threatened?
No, not really.
There you go.
I feel like we've kind of gotten used to it.
I mean, if it happens enough times, you kind of
Go,
see
Go,
it.
go. She shoots the other student who takes off.
Have a good day.
Yeah, sorry, bye.
Don't get on the train.
What's this with the train?
Well, there's probably a bomb on it.
Oh, right. There was a bomb rigged to
That's-
explode on the
Or
train.
there could be a bomb on it.
Well, you know about the train, which others, I don't believe, do. So that's a start?
I disarmed it last time, but I got in trouble.
Don't. Well, the way
Yes,
you
because you were about to
disarmed
sacrifice yourself in the process.
That's
Also,
true.
there's a very real chance it might not be there. It was rigged to blow up Alex's chair, Alexander Guillot, but he's currently in prison, so
Yeah.
unclear if it's going to still be there. I'm not going to check.
Oh, yeah. Do we have the train book still? I thought
This
we
is a
returned it.
lot. This is a lot.
Yes.
It's been a long week. Also, I think we missed all our classes, so we might fill out of school.
Right. Well, technically,
Well, no,
we
because we
didn't
went
miss
back
any.
time.
Right, because we're back to the
We're-
first week.
You can continue to be a goody two shoe, Shay. You're fine.
You know, at this point, I think I might know them.
I didn't hear that, but
Have they disarmed a bomb?
all right. So what can I do for you then?
I don't.
I genuinely do not know. This was mostly conjecture on the fact that you would possibly know what we were talking about, and since you don't, this is very unhelpful.
I apologize.
It is not your fault.
You mean it in the most unoffensive way possible. Honest.
That.
Do we still? Yeah, that's right. We
You said
have the
there's
train books.
a creature here that you hunted before?
I think we returned the train books when we.
That's right, in the
met
past.
up with
Yeah.
in the past. Yeah.
I think it would be best if you continued along the same path as much as you could.
Really?
We have to go to the basement.
I mean, we
Uh,
have to inspect the train, that for sure.
I don't like trains.
I don't. Do we have to stay on the? Could we not change this so we don't
I mean,
on the?
presumably during that time you've gotten stronger at your crafts, whatever they are respectively.
I can light on fire.
And
I
if
still love wet
these
dollars.
these things wouldn't have improved, so if any of these threats were at the time something you couldn't handle, perhaps now you can.
Some of them, I believe, might not be threats anymore.
Although I do believe in
Or
that, that also
leads.
brings up the issue of my concern, the fact that in the last time that we were here, you would have possibly known what we were talking about, and that the point in time you do not currently know is also alarming to me.
I mean, there's about 100 years locked away in this book.
Right. Out of curiosity, are you able to make ink finches?
I haven't in years.
Okay, good to know.
How are you aware of... I suppose I shouldn't ask at this point.
I had one in my eye.
There's
It's
a
how Apollo
couple.
and I actually met.
Right. And there aren't as many this time, but I believe there was just one in this round, so wasn't yours then.
No, I haven't used that defense in a while here. It hasn't been necessary.
Okay, I'm just gonna guess that it was the ink vampires then.
That was who it was last time, I think.
Possibly. We
So
never
they're
got an
probably
answer.
still around.
Yep.
Right. So,
We have to go to the basement.
yeah. I guess if we come back, just say you're not gonna kill us a couple times. It makes us feel good when we hear that.
It's nice to know.
I'm not going to try to kill you.
Thank you.
Right, thank you.
Wait, do we need clearance to get into the basement? Is that something you can give us?
I
mean, it hasn't stopped us yet.
It doesn't sound like anything has stopped you yet.
Well, time travel kind of did.
That there's in a
Right.
loop. Yeah, I think Dorian started to disappear.
I did, in fact, stop existing. But now I have a new sibling, so that's great. And also this... Can I just hold up my tail? Right, this is new. I didn't have this
Yeah!
last time.
Dorian didn't have a tail before!
That's weird.
It's well, I know
Very.
why I don't like it. I've got a new parent, apparently.
But Apollo did get famous in the past.
Right. Have you ever
Oh,
heard
yeah.
of Arthur Leos?
Bushy
Well-
tail girl.
I don't listen to today's music.
I think
Oh.
technically now it's an
It's-
oldie.
Yeah,
Right.
it's an old song.
It's right, it's an old song.
Considerably.
About 40 years old, at least. Right?
Just gonna
She
pluck
lifts up
out a
the
couple
book
notes.
again. 100
Right.
years.
That
Oh.
fair.
Okay, well, we'll think on that.
Well, we'll go find a. I guess we'll go to the basement. Thanks for not killing us.
Right.
Yeah, thanks.
Also-
For still being pretty
Welcome.
Trust us when we say that's actually a really nice change of pace.
It is.
Yes. Do you need therapy?
Oh,
That-
deeply.
Desperately. I was
Very
really
much
hoping
so.
when we got back we could go to therapy, but it seems like we'll just have to do the trauma again and
But if
then
we have
therapy.
things that we have to do, that takes precedence over the trauma because there could be lives on the line.
Right.
Good luck storming the castle. No.
Uh,
Do you think it'll work?
honestly, which castle? There are two that we need to visit.
I don't trust adults. Okay, bye! Oh, Maple, you should probably stay in the library while we go take care of this. I don't want you to get hurt.
Question.
Oh. Why?
So there's a really okay. Oh, gosh.
I did hear everything you said. It's weird.
I really didn't go through the basement stuff because the player who's playing me kind of forgot the basement thing happened for a moment. So lots happened in 10 months. So if you go down to the basement, there's like a whole place that was mostly just like what's the word he used? Illusionary magic. And so we went through the illusionary magic, and it's like a weird classroom. We kept seeing one of Dorian's siblings going through and talking about like we just see him on the loop over and 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 over again. And I went to a room, and he walked through the room. He just kind of fell out the like ceiling again onto the floor. And then we walked out, and there was someone who just kept copying the person I was talking to. Except like that includes like copying their like movements and weapons and shit. So a lot of us actually got pretty hurt. We fought it last time, and then we thought we killed it. Which made the DM a little mad 'cause they weren't expecting us to kill it so fast. But then we collected it in a sample, and then we gave it to Rojas. Rojas doesn't remember, so if we have to go back down there, who knows what will actually happen?
didn't get mad. I just gave it more HP. Fuck y'all.
Exactly. Right. Also, I did just remember we should probably try and do it again. I need to steal something quickly from Ignis Stokes.
Oh, you could steal it.
Okay, so maybe I should stay here.
Yeah, I'd really appreciate if you stayed here because I don't want you
I
to
believe
get
that would
hurt.
be best.
Okay.
I just got your back. I don't want you to get hurt.
Where did I go?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, Mabel doesn't remember anything that's happened so far that we've been through.
Who saying that too?
Oh, the other ones.
Oh.
They know what I'm talking about. I'm realizing that you don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But I really appreciate you and I love you.
Love you too.
I'm gonna lick her face and start walking away.
Yep. You'll
That is
walk
rather
away.
disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
That is what siblings do. They be gross.
That is
I
in
would
fact
know.
what siblings do.
It is 100. Listen, you never just wet willies. Just constantly. Just be gross.
All right. What are you doing?
Where I already have the notebook that is the Ignis Stokes, because I still have it.
You have it.
Do I need a second copy of it?
You have
could
the
be
Ignis
different.
Stokes library notebook of the first
Yeah.
The first Ignis
world,
Stokes.
so
I mean,
don't know.
he was out in the courtyard talking to Cosmo last time. So I would have to. I could go get this and then meet you in the basement, or do we all want to go?
We
steal
should probably
this?
all travel together.
Do we need the book?
I don't know if I need the one from this universe. If it's different, I mean,
I mean, Ross did say we should retrace our steps.
So that probably
Yes.
includes doing everything that we did, which includes taking a notebook.
Right, that is also where we saw a fight. I don't know if you remember. The description of it was the Xenomorph Harbinger.
Oh, it was the fucking
Mhm.
Xenomorph.
That's also where we dealt with that and saw the horde of finches. That was the whole fucking forest.
Covering a man and then disappeared again.
Yeah,
And that's when you found the key.
yeah. Oh, that's right. That's where the key was. That's why.
Or no, you found it with the student
Student
Council.
council
badge.
Yeah,
pendant.
it was a ring or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, I guess we should do that then.
Right,
And then
because
the
you don't
basement.
have one anymore, do you?
No, I guess I don't. I'm not part of the student council.
Okay, we do kind of need that.
Right. Because we need to get into the secret room, that is. Okay, well, then, yeah, I will go to where Ignis Stokes and Cosmo met up
Okay.
in the courtyard.
So that was in the courtyard. Yep. Okay, so you're going out there. Is everyone else going with you, or are you going alone?
I'll go with.
Unclear.
I'll go with.
What is your marching order for no reason?
Can
No.
I stealth through the rafters above?
You're going up into the rafters?
Yeah.
All right, make a well, I guess an athletics check to climb them.
Can't it be acrobatics?
Acrobatics to bounce between them.
Huh. Okay. 12.
12's good enough. You've
Okay.
got claws.
All right.
You get up to the rafters and you look down at everyone. Make a perception check.
That is an 18.
18. You thought you saw something fluttering by your eye in the distance, but you're not quite sure what it was.
Oh, I don't like that. Like fluttering in the corner of my eye, or like fluttering past.
Sort of in the past you, not in the like it's in your eye kind of thing, but it didn't even look like a bird either. It was more like a cloak.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah, looking up, you're just looking across. You thought you just saw something going down one of the hallways up in the rafters.
Cool. I'll put a pin in that one.
Okay. What are y'all doing now then?
Is Lillian up here?
No, you don't see Lillian anywhere.
Okay. All right.
Is your character thinking about her?
I mean, just in passing of, hey, is she up here? No? Okay.
Roll a D100 for me.
79.
No, you're good. You don't see her.
Alright. Okay.
I'd be walking with Apollo. Obviously.
I would
God, yeah.
try. I would try and be sneaky at least.
Or are
Wait.
we being sneaky?
Since
Why
the
is
last
my-
time I had to
Oh,
sneak to steal it.
Wait,
I
so
tried to roll a D100 on the die roller, and it rolled 100 ones. D1s? That's not.
Oh,
oh
Yep.
god.
Ye-
Sorry. Before we all just start disappearing, are we needing a distraction of some sort if he's not talking to Cosmo? What's the plan?
Right, I suppose. I was going to try and sneak and steal it from his pocket again, but if he's
Right.
not distracted, we probably will need some kind of distraction.
Okay.
So
I
I
could
guess
most
so.
likely play a distraction if we need one.
Okay. I don't know how to help, but I could probably help.
I do not know how I will even distract in the first place, but I will think of it as we go.
Okay.
Are you good at taking things from people's pockets?
No, but I did it last time. But I'm not
That's
very.
true.
I'm not very good at it.
It's like a good happenstance that you got it.
I know.
Yeah.
It was a very good roll, and it was not. I'm not good at stealing.
So you go out in the courtyard. What was your walking order again? Because Ruben's up in the rafters.
I guess I'd mean that Apollo and I should be in front if we're gonna
Okay.
start some kind of distraction.
And then I will be behind, being sneaky.
And as you're walking along, Reservoir pops in beside you there, Apollo, and you see that she's now in one of the school uniforms. She's like, hey, stole this. It's pretty cool.
Your beep
You
boop
did
beep
not steal
boop.
that from a student currently, did you?
Did no one hear me?
I heard you.
Oh, I'm only hearing beep boop. Oh, from everyone.
Uh-oh.
Everybody's a beep bloop. Oh.
Testing?
Beep boop.
Technical
Oh.
difficulties.
Woo?
Ooh, 1 second.
It's not good when our person who's streaming is the one that's.
Perhaps give me just 1 moment.
Okay. Beep.
What?
Boop.
Beepo.
Beep boops? Everyone speak normally.
Hello?
I'm speaking normally.
Normally.
There it is.
Okay. So Reservoir appears beside you now in one of the uniforms. It less appears and more that she kind of just caught up with you and said, "Stole one of these."
I'm hoping that you didn't steal that off of a student currently, did you?
No, from their bedroom. It's fine.
Hi.
Okay.
It was just open, right there.
Mhm.
So, what are we doing?
Causing a distraction. How good are you at those?
I mean, wait, people can see me now.
Yes.
Yeah, I see you.
What
Hi.
do you want me to do?
What do we want to do?
I don't know. What do we want to do?
Something that can distract someone.
We could do this.
I mean, we are currently doing this.
All right, we can do
Wait.
that.
Is
we
this
should
something
talk.
that we are going to be able to do?
We shouldn't flat out talk about distracting someone because then they'll think it's a distraction. But we could have a very loud like conversation or argument because I feel like arguments always kind of like distract people.
That is true.
Okay, what about like one of those dramas that I've seen?
I believe
Where
I know how we can start that.
How?
Shay, talk about what you said about Reservoir when we were in the library.
Oh, I don't want to start anything bad. I don't mean to.
If we know that it is not the truth and it is only something that we are using for pure conjecture during a distraction in order to take the book, we will be able to do that.
you're out in the courtyard, right?
I mean,
We're
thought you
we're
still
heading
walking
that
the
way.
You're
Are
all
we-
outside. Okay, so Reservoir just slaps you, Apollo, and says, "How dare you cheat on me!" and then storms off.
She'll look to Shay and be like, I guess that's what
Wait!
we were going with. Wait, hold
You
on.
were
I'm
cheating
not
on
gonna-
me with her?
You
Wait,
also
no.
slap.
I kind of
I will-
lean.
I will slap Apollo! But my face is also like, I'm so sorry.
Oh dear.
And I trusted you.
You do see Ignis and Cosmo who were
Cosmo.
looking over at this and like, what the hell is going on over there?
I'm going to
I'm gonna take you by the wrist, Shay.
No, I don't want to talk about it. How could you?
I'm also gonna cast message to send to Reservoir.
And Reservoir
back
actually
flat
comes
again.
back out, you see, with a bucket because she had gone back inside and it's filled with
Oh,
water
God.
and she splashes you with it.
That wasn't very nice. I'm not involved in this.
Wait, who got splashed?
You, Apollo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, my heart has also been broken.
Yeah, you suck so much.
Okay.
Douche.
Can I tell if Dorian is making a move? through
I know,
all
I was
this?
gonna say, while this is happening, can I try and make my move?
Roll stealth with advantage.
Ooh, okay.
And Cosmo's just like, wait,
That
what's
advantage
going
saved
on?
my life. Because I rolled a nat 1 and a 19.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
So that saved my life. Stealth, you say?
Yeah.
21.
Okay. And now you have let me roll for them first, but I'm sure you'll be fine. Yeah, that's a 7. You now have advantage on pickpocketing as well.
Oh,
So
something
sleight of hand.
I'm so good at that. Definitely. Not bad at it at all. Do I have
Although
Ah.
all that's happening, to add to the chaos that's happening, since I am a wet dog, I will shake myself.
Oh,
I'm wet in
You
the process.
scoundrel!
Do we have
and you know what? Yeah, Rowan's right. Make a performance check, Jay.
No, fully. I would not know what the fuck I'm doing.
do we perchance have dice?
With
We all need to
advantage,
make
you're having
performance
help.
checks about it.
Okay. Oh, good, because I have a +0 to my performance.
I was about to say,
Perfect.
should we all make checks?
No, you're a bard. I trust you. Even if if you're doing it poorly.
Oh, thank
it's still
goodness for
poorly.
advantage. 17.
Yeah, you're fine. The performance is going quite well. A bard shouldn't have to roll for those kind of things. A bard's
No.
just doing a bard thing.
But listen, this is Shay. Shay does not know
Yeah.
how to
I
act.
have a +9.
Yeah, you're fine. A bard
Mhm.
doing bard things is normal.
Okay.
I gave you
Um,
my heart!
And I gave you my heart.
And the
Then
very
Reservoir.
next day you gave it away!
Yeah, and then Reservoir looks over to Shay, then brushes over to you. How about we be together instead? And tries to lean in and kiss you.
I don't know what's going on!
Make a dex save.
Oh god, a dex save.
Yeah,
Can I try and cover Shay's mouth?
That is going to be a 13.
a 13. Yeah,
I
you
wanna
managed to
cover-
dodge.
I wanna try and cover Shay's mouth.
But
to
as you
protect-
dodge, she kind of does this like intentional fall to try to make it even more dramatic.
Can I
She
try and
rolls an
catch her?
8. So, oh yeah, sure, you can roll. You can roll for that.
Oh, what would that be to try and catch her?
Dex save, I guess.
Also, question, when you catch her, are you gonna do the like romantic dip thing just to make it
21
worse?
for a dramatic dip.
And she's gonna look up at you like, oh no.
I knew it! You loved her
Oh,
more
no.
than
I
me!
hope I don't fall.
Dorian, while all this was going on, what did you roll?
18. I rolled an
18?
18. Is it?
Okay.
Do we have dice that I can use?
Oh no.
I don't know if you do, but they
Okay.
rolled an 18, so that might be necessary.
You know what? Time for me to open up that old document and see if we have dice.
I would like to
15
start.
plus
I'm going to
3.
start crying the biggest, I'm trying to get my sibling in trouble, crocodile tears.
This is not the game. This is all that ails you. Ah, Aldrich.
I feel like we did.
Yes, we all have
Should.
1 inspiration.
Perfect. Then
Right.
use it.
+3. 21.
Okay. 21. Yep. You managed to walk up there without either of them noticing and snatch the notebook. And now you can make your departure. Roll for stealth to leave. Again, with advantage.
This is
While I'm sitting here with the dramatic hold, I'm then just gonna drop Reservoir.
Jesus!
oh my god.
This is a good telenovela.
I could watch rats do this. It would be great. Oh, with advantage, you
Forbidden love.
say? I've rolled 2 7s.
Okay.
So a 9 in total.
Well, Ignis actually rolled worse.
How do you roll?
But,
I rolled 2 7s with advantage. Fuck me.
Cosmo kind of looks over at you, noticing you. You can actually see that their nose is wiggling as if they caught your scent. And they kind of look at you for a second. Is there anything you want to do?
I just point to the drama that's happening and go, right, aren't you a part of that? Or...
You kind of do the burr.
That's you. I thought you were roommates or dating. I don't know what's going on here. I thought you were dating also.
Are you saying this as a message, or are you saying this out loud where Ignis can also hear?
Oh, I thought you said like they were the ones who like came. I thought they came with me
no,
because like it's
no.
Oh.
Okay, I'll clear things up a bit. Okay,
Then
so
no, I will not. I will just
Cosmo
look...
is still standing beside Ignis and is looking at you because they realize they caught your scent, and they are looking directly at you.
Oh, then I wouldn't
Can
say
I-
anything.
Can I see that Cosmo has noticed Dorian?
Make a perception check.
That is a 23.
Oh yeah, you saw. Yeah.
Okay. As soon as I see that, kind of just, hey, Cosmo!
And then Ignis, everyone looks to see where the voice is coming from.
I'm just back in the doorway still. Did you go for a walk yet today?
No, they look at the display that's happening, look back at them, look at the display. And now you have your place to escape. Dorian.
I will scamper away and just look at Ruben and just go, thank you so much.
And Reservoir immediately stands up and starts to bow. And that was our performance from the drama club. You can see us again all week.
I
And
believe
starts
we will be
heading
good
off
for
through the
theater for
door.
the school play next time. I believe we will be able to get into the club next time.
Please show us support.
I shake myself dry again.
For our next
Cosmo.
production.
Cosmo's tail actually starts to wag a bit. And
I will also bow awkwardly.
And I just waved Cosmo.
And then walk out.
oh, thank you. What is that for? Also, yeah, you all walk out. You managed to get away with it, Dorian. You snuck around. Ignis and Cosmo continued their conversation while a little confused.
Right, thank you for the amazing distraction. You're
That
I'm
all
so
great.
sorry I slapped
inspired.
you. I'm so sorry I slapped you.
Also, thank you, Ruben. Thank you so much.
That was kind of fun.
I'll hug Apollo and kiss his cheek that I slapped.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
I really thought you were gonna kiss me.
it was honestly kind of fun.
No, why would I
Anyways.
kiss you?
I don't know.
I'm
We're
not
kind of
actually.
like the same person.
I just
Yes.
lean over and kiss Chase cheek.
That's a little weird to think, but I guess it's actually true. But does mean I want to kiss you?
I guess. Sure. I just
I
thought
mean,
we were acting. Did it
no.
not feel like that was the moment?
We hadn't actually had the conversation about it, and so I wasn't quite okay with that.
Even
I'm
in moments
sorry.
of acting and
That's okay.
theater, it is always important to remember that consent is the key.
But it was a really good moment.
Nerd.
Yes,
I'm gonna hold my hand up to high five Reservoir.
I steal the high five.
I'm all right.
and then hold out a high five for Reservoir.
All right, y'all suck.
I mean, you did say you're practically
High
the same
five.
person.
I'm going to ruffle her hair
Ah, why?
because
Yeah.
That was such a dad move. So,
It's
touche,
really-
another cheek kiss.
oh,
So, what are we doing now?
we
Going
got
somewhere where we won't get caught and looking in that book, I assume.
Why were we stealing the book?
Did we do that
Like,
in
don't
my
mind
dorm
me.
room
I was
somewhere?
enjoying everything that happened, but
well,
We are retracing our steps from everything that happened the first time around.
Right.
oh, and you stole a book from that guy?
Yes.
The first time, yes,
Yep.
I took it from him. It was. Yes, he deserves it.
We had reason to believe that there was something suspicious happening.
We should
All right.
compare them. Perhaps we can figure out other things that have changed.
That's right.
That would be a good idea.
he's not a nice person.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you take the books, and where are you heading?
So do we compare them now, or do we go to the basement? Because last time we couldn't compare them because we got caught up with the vampire thing. But I suppose time is also of the essence. So
I guess basement.
I thought that we
Yeah.
had read the book in my dorm the last time around.
What did we in that? What order did we do
I
things?
don't know. We were in my room for something. No, we
Last
were in
time
my
it
room
was
because
sand.
of the goop.
Right,
The goo,
yes,
because we exploded the goo.
That was afterwards. Yep. So we got to go do the vampire thing.
Okay.
so
What did we
base-
learn last time that we can use this time?
Freeze
Um,
it.
Freeze it.
Right, freezing it.
Oh, I'm not good at freezing.
Freeze it and then shatter it without shattering my bed in the process.
Right, I'm very good at freezing things now. Much better than I was before.
I can shatter in a controlled area.
Also,
think that-
as an aside, I guess we learned last time, don't let the vampire thing touch you or look into your mind to, turn into someone who would make you emotionally compromised.
Okay.
And if you hear voices in the basement, no, you didn't. They're not real.
Emotionally compromised. I can totally not be emotionally compromised.
I believe in you, Shay. You can do it.
Yes.
Okay.
So, you're heading to the basement then? That's your decision?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to compare your notes in the basement. Got it.
Well, no, we're not.
so-
We're doing the get rid of the vampire thing first, and then we'll compare notes when we get
Yep.
back to the room. Because that was the order we did it in last time. Was we didn't compare notes because I didn't have the light cantrip
Okay.
at the time, so we got
So-
to kill the
There you
vampire
go.
first.
So, you're heading
quick,
to the basement then, I guess.
quick question.
Yep.
Would we have time? Because I took that level of wizard, and I was learning the magic over time. Would I have had time to learn that while we were at the
What were you trying to
cafe
learn?
and stuff? Oh, I don't even remember now. I just know I don't have all my spells.
Oh, right. Your spells. I can't remember what we were working on. I'm going to have to go through all my old notes to figure out what we were working on, unless you have it.
It was just rolls every now and then while we had the little training montage thing. I'm just not sure if the time at the cafe would have been. Or
I
at all
mean, you had a lot of
I
time
would have
there,
been able to-
so it's possible. Yeah, sure. Anything you were trying to learn? Sure,
Okay.
that makes sense.
The only one I remember for sure is message. I'll use
Okay.
that now on Dorian.
Okay.
Yes.
So hey, while I was up in the rafters, saw a shadowy cloak thing. Just throwing that out there.
No, I hate that. Do you think that might be the alternative to the finches?
Could take.
Does
a
that mean
moment
as an
and-
equivalent exchange we're going to start seeing giant birds in the sky later on?
I hope not.
I don't want to.
Oh, that sounds cool.
No.
It really is not.
Can I just tie my own tie around my eyes for a second?
Yeah, and nothing happens.
Okay, cool. Not an alternative Finch thing.
Okay, well that's better.
I mean, the other things we've seen kind of floating around are
Wait,
the,
how
are
far away are we from the courtyard?
Well, you were out in the courtyard. You went into the hallways. You started walking. You told me you were going towards the basement, so you're good ways away from it now? Like 50 feet at least?
Everyone wait here. I'm going to run back outside.
Okay. You run
Oh.
back outside.
I just want to look up in the sky.
Track star.
What you looking for?
You know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the fucking cloaks.
Okay. Make a perception check.
I've been so invested, I have taken any note.
18.
You don't see anything.
I'm gonna run back.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we are okay. I think. I do not
I
know.
don't think we ever are. Let's go
we're
to the
not.
basement.
Right, yeah. Hopefully
Fair
they'll
enough.
have.
But there are no cloaks at the moment.
That's good.
Let's
Yeah.
write something.
Just in the rafters.
Were you still hanging out in the rafters when you were shouting at people? Is that you were at them the whole time?
I'm
Or-
assuming I couldn't have seen outside from the rafters. So
Yeah, that's what I was confused about.
doorway.
Because are you back up in them now? Like, did you?
Nah.
Okay, cool.
Stay down here.
So you're heading to the basement. You go to where the door was before, and the door that was there is not there.
Oh, dear.
Awesome.
Great.
Okay, well, Ross didn't look at us like we were crazy when we mentioned there was a basement. So there has to be a basement.
Right.
Who can we ask about the basement?
Make a perception check, everyone.
25.
Ooh.
Oh.
Not great.
17.
12.
I think I'm still missing one. From Apollo, I think it was.
Oh, yeah. Your check, Apollo.
Wait, sorry, I was.
Yeah, you were really zoomed out. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, I
Okay.
just had a moment there.
Yeah.
What am I rolling?
Perception.
Okay. 14.
14? Okay. 25. Ruben. You're just looking around the hallways and you see what looks to be one of those little cloaks again. And it moves past and it heads off in I'd say the left, so behind you, basically. And you turn and you look and you see that doorway to the basement on the opposite side of the building,
Oh.
down the hallway.
And it looked like the cloak went towards that.
Mhm.
Well, there's a door over there now. And I just saw a cloaky thing, go towards it.
Yeah, you saw a white cloak heading towards it.
White. Are there
Was the one I saw in the rafters white?
You couldn't see it very well. It was just a flash of color.
question, TM? Are there signs or like like how schools have posters across the hallway and things like that? Are there any on the walls?
They're
Are
all
they-
written normally.
None of them are backwards?
No. None of them are backwards to you.
If we focus very intently, because you said that after a while the backwards language was coming as a second nature to us.
Yeah,
Mhm.
if we try
If
and
we
like
focus real hard.
Everyone make a wisdom check. Just flat wisdom.
Oh, Bob.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
it's a
great.
nat 1. I haven't got one on this since we
That's
started
great.
playing yet.
I have a
Then
negative
I
1
now
in
have
this.
to roll.
Yeah.
I have a
Interesting.
-1 and I still ended up with an 18.
Nice.
15.
What did everyone else roll?
15.
Ruben, you're really on a roll. That nat 1 turned into a nat 20
Hey.
spicy. I also got a
on
nat
my
one.
end. And believe me, I don't want you to see these things. So, you're fairly certain that your eyes have all just been adjusting to the world and you
God.
are on the other side.
Damn.
No!
The interesting thing to note is that the other side didn't have an Aldrich Academy, as far as you knew.
I hate it here.
And earlier the students didn't react to my banner either, right?
They didn't.
Hmm.
Something really weird happening here, and in the back of your head, it's really bothering you. Because, like, when you look at that sign, because you pull it out again, it's in the other way. It's not the way that you remember it being. It's reversed. The way that you're used to seeing things.
Oh. Yeah, we have a problem, to put it lightly. My banner is the right way, which is the wrong way, and the posters are the wrong way.
What was your role,
If-
Dorian?
Oh, and that one.
Okay.
Absolutely. But question, when Rojas was talking to me, because we spoke in the backwards for a bit, was it actually
did.
forwards?
Make another wisdom check.
I'm banking on another nat one.
Did we perhaps just reveal everything that we have been through this entire time to a different version of Rojas that is not the one that we are currently familiar with?
You said wisdom?
Yeah,
Hmm.
maybe.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Thinking about it? Really thinking about it. You think you were speaking the forward.
God fucking alright.
Everything seems backwards here and different. And then Shay, hearing these two talk about these things that they're now realizing, it's really weird that your sibling doesn't have any memories of anything that happened.
Um, you, I think it's wrong.
Yeah, that's pretty much a constant, isn't it?
I don't think that's. She's my sister, but I don't think she's my sister.
Wait, so if we're not what we think we are, does that mean your sister is actually you? Is that right?
And then you just hear little flashbacks of, and I'm the big sister.
God,
So I guess that explains why she's no. Okay. Do we have to get on the train to go back to the other side? Because that is how we got there. The train on our correct side exploded, which, well, it didn't explode. It actually went through a portal and exploded on this side, which is why they were so upset. So I guess now we're on the.
I would like just to go down.
So then what are we going to do about this situation about the thing that is in the basement? Are we going to take care of it, or do we leave it be because it's technically not our world and we don't have to redo it?
Ruben, you start to see more of these white cloaks heading in the direction of that basement.
Does anyone else
Apollo,
see
you don't
those?
see anything.
There's a whole lot of white cloaks headed that way. Does anyone else see them?
No.
And they're like passing through the walls like specters. They're just going through more and more of them.
Do we trust the white cloaks? Do we want to follow them? I don't even know anymore.
Well, the cloaks usually mean something big is happening. The more cloaks they are, usually the bigger the thing.
Right.
It's not overwhelming, but more and more of them are pulling, like coming through the walls and going
Well,
in those directions.
there's a lot of them going that way.
I mean, I guess should we check it out? Should we check it out? It was. We switched sides once the train incident happened, so the first time we'd ever switch sides. And if this is something big, should we be a part of it?
I mean, we got this far being stupidly impulsive. Let's go.
That is fair.
All right.
It's true. Do I have to go by Mabel now? I really don't want to go by.
No, I think you're still shy.
Can I
You
keep
are.
this cat?
I want that cat.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the door. Is the door trapped?
Okay. You go to the door. You're rolling for traps. What is that again? Crap, it's been a while. Sleight of hand?
Investigation, I
No.
think.
Investigation? Yeah, investigation.
Your name's Shable now.
24.
Okay. It doesn't appear to be trapped. In fact, investigating it, you notice that as these things pass through it, you hear a click, and the door slightly opens inwards.
Well.
And then the white cloaks stop passing through it.
Well, they just opened the door for us.
That's... Yay. Can I detect magic eyes?
Yeah.
Just to see if it's still an illusion room or not.
Doesn't appear to be.
Well, it's not... It's not an illusion. Like last time, so I guess it's a real room. Who wants to go first?
I
I'll
can go first.
I'll...
Oh, all right.
I can go.
Well, you... Alright, fine.
Okay. You all head down the stairs and arrive in the basement. It's a long hallway at first. You don't hear any voices like last time, but you do still see lots of doors on the left and right before coming into an open auditorium-like area. It appears to be where people can do their lunches or eat food or things like that downstairs in the basement. This is where younger students, for the most part, are kept when they are not quite of age to be at Aldrich Academy, or people who are refugees. Looking around the corner, strangely, you see what appears to be yourself, Dorian, in a yellowish kind of glow, looking around and swinging at nothing.
Woo.
And you can see others kind of running around the corner, first Apollo, then Shay, looking and swinging at nothing, trying to figure out what's here.
Does the Dorian have a tail?
Does not.
Okay, so I'm maybe starting to understand what's happening here, and I'm hating it. Ruben, can I have a ball bearing, please? Do you remember last time when there was just one that kind of rolled under the door and came back to us? I'm just gonna do that again.
Yeah. But you have to promise me to give it back because these are very important to me, and I have a very limited quantity.
Right, well, they're going to roll it back
How many
to
do you
us.
have?
1,000.
Okay.
No, 263. I forgot I lost.
Right. You lost
right.
a whole bunch. Yeah.
I will give Dorian one.
Right. Well,
Yep.
we're going to get this one back because remember I rolled it back under the door and we thought we lost it forever, but apparently it's here now.
It's fine. I'm teasing you.
I'm just gonna roll the ball. I'm gonna do the thing that happened the first time we were down here, where a ball bearing rolled under the door.
And as you're handed the ball bearing, you actually see a ball bearing roll and just bounce off your foot.
Was that
Yep.
us we fought?
Oh dear.
I guess so.
Are we energy vampires?
I do know. Well, are we energy vampires or are we harbingers? Remember, on the other side, you're a harbinger. You can turn into one, and I guess, they might look the same as an energy vampire.
Strangely, even though this is not something that should be happening, Apollo, you're looking out and you can see through the doorway because it's slightly opening as they're trying to find the ball bearing, as you all remember. You can see what looks to be a younger reservoir who isn't really connected to you yet, but is just kind of there watching.
I'm gonna try and cast message towards that reservoir.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't ping anything. You try to message and there's just nothing there.
Can
But you
anyone
see a
else do that?
younger reservoir who just looks fairly sad and is just hovering in the air slightly and just focused on you, watching you carefully.
Can anyone else see that?
I'll look at where Apollo's pointing.
No one sees anything.
I don't see anything.
Gonna go with no.
She just seems to be very curious that she's watching you.
I'm gonna take a couple of steps. Just like 2. And start.
A couple of steps towards the door.
Yeah.
You move towards the door, and as your arm is moving through what feels like a barrier, you can see on the opposite side a shadowy, long, slender hand, very similar to like blades going through the jello-like substance.
Um,
And as you pull back your hand, it returns to normal.
Did we see that?
Everyone who was near it saw that.
Mhm.
And the people who were looking at you, the other versions of yourself, were terrified as they pulled back and were trying to close the door.
Do you remember when we fought those 2 soldiers all the way back in the forest city?
Mm-hmm.
And they were harbingers, but it's because they were from the other side. Where I think that's what where we are now.
From the, but the thing is that I was from this side, I think, originally before things happened. So I was technically never part of your world. So wouldn't I technically then be from their world if we're all backwards now?
I suppose so. I mean, you might be the only one who doesn't have the sort of claw thing.
Can I do what Apollo did and kind of reach my hand through?
There's nothing there. It's almost as if as you're pushing through, you don't exist. Past that barrier.
That's how I felt my childhood.
No.
So I'm gonna put my hand back.
Yep, it's fine.
So we can't cross this.
Oh. Yep. Yeah.
Do you have a piece? I'm trying to remember everything that happened.
I know. I'm like, what
When
did we do? I know I did a dance with the alternate version of myself where we like walked around each other and I trapped myself in another room. That happened.
Yes.
I mean, but we also know how. Well, then we ran away from ourselves. Remember, we didn't.
We went up the
We went back
stairs.
Take it away.
So I guess do we stay down here?
But why did we antagonize ourselves? Because we just don't have to do anything to ourselves, right?
Well, we did just now, but I don't think it was on purpose. I mean, the scary hand popped out of the wall, but we were just touching things.
What if you were trying to tell yourself something? Says Reservoir. Like send a message?
We could. Oh, you're right. We could send them.
There's snakes on the plane.
There's snakes on a plane. Don't get on it. There's too many motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
Motherfucking plane.
Yep.
Should we warn them about the bomb? But
We
Is
could.
that going to carry through?
I mean, we went on the train knowing there was a bomb. We thought Alex put it there. Until
what big thing would we want to warn ourselves about? Don't get on the train.
I mean, yes.
Screw that guy. Stop Nora from getting on the train. But like,
Was it to stop ourselves from going through the doors and into the blackness continuously?
I mean, we could, I guess, talk to ourselves and say, get out of the basement. Don't be here. It's awful.
But is there another threat down here besides us?
Is there? Because, I mean, there's no voices and all of the chairs are normal. And, I mean, I'm guessing the spooky hands we saw coming out of the wall are now just us. So, those were really the only threats. And that's just us. What's my notes?
And now, as far as you can tell, it's not happening to them the same way. They're
I'm
not panicking the same way. They're not attacking doors randomly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and remember how we went about that and try and do the same patterns.
Same.
Oh, you're going to try to duplicate it. Okay.
Attempt to.
Okay. I don't know if it's intelligence or wisdom for that. It's recalling things. I think that's
Memory
more
is
intelligence.
intelligence.
So, yeah, we'll do an intelligence check.
Well, at least I don't have a negative modifier to it.
It'll be with advantage because you're trying to recall something you witnessed. So,
18.
And was there were others who were trying
Oh.
this as well?
Yes, I didn't know if it was just one or all of us.
No. Whoever wanted to try it.
I'm gonna start trying doing, I don't know, simple hand motions to indicate there's like a train, there's a bomb on the train. To be like,
Okay, but how are you going about this? Are you because
Right,
you have to go through the barrier to go through, right? Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I
can't
can't
go
do
through
it
the
then.
barrier.
I'm gonna try something stupid. Serendipity. I want to call it a duplicate of myself, or another me from another.
nothing happens.
Wait. Okay, carry on with your doing. I'm just gonna have a moment over here.
Dorian,
Right.
could you have a piece of paper or something? Because the ball bearing seemed to work. Could we
An
like
11.
pass them?
Oh, 1, I rolled an 11, and 2, oh, yes, I suppose. Actually, I wonder if, do you remember we saw this weird, like, tiny creature that was terrifying, in the basement, and we thought it might be a Fench, but it also didn't really look like one? What if it was just this, and I just summoned my
If it was
my
Clippy?
yeah, it was my fucking Clippy, the monster that we saw, and I just try and put Clippy through the wall. And does it turn out on the other
Goes through
side?
the wall.
Does
it
it
goes
look-
on the other side.
Does it look like
Yeah.
a horrifying little monster, like a little
Does
goblin?
look like a horrifying little monster.
Right.
It was fucking Clippy.
It was Clippy
We
the
ran
one.
out.
You
Just a
cannot
vest.
tell me that you're gonna have a Clippy type thing and not expect me to use it somehow.
I love how you had it. It's basically just a void with googly eyes.
So, I mean, the Clippy goes through, which I remember we freaked out because there was a tiny little thing that tried to crawl under the door, and we were like, absolutely not, let's go upstairs.
That's very true. Yep.
And I'm just gonna have Clippy, I guess, hang out with me.
Okay. What are you gonna do with Clippy?
I'm just gonna terrorize myself.
Okay.
Can I don't know, grab some parchment from...
I do also actually hand you paper. You still did ask for it. I will give you paper.
I'm just going to write a quick note to myself and be like, hey, there is a bomb on the train in a mirror universe that we're from. Don't be scared. And then I'm going to try and pass it through the wall.
Is that all you're putting on the fucking note?
For now, yeah.
Okay. Which language were you putting it in? You're obviously the forward language.
The forward language.
It's very hard to write for you for some reason. Make a intelligence check.
Guys.
Why are
don't
you
worry.
confused, Rowan? This all makes sense.
Shay is super smart.
Can I help?
I am going to use one of my dice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, you too.
Because I rolled an 8, plus 1 is 9, plus 6 is 15.
15? Okay. Yeah. It doesn't look great, but it's weird because you started writing and you realize it looks normal to you, but then think, wait, it's not supposed to look normal to me. It's supposed to look weird to me. So you wrote it the opposite direction. And you think you wrote it how you were supposed to. And you can't pass it through because the barrier is too far away from the door itself, and you can still hear everyone right outside the door. So is Clippy doing this?
Yes.
I'll call Clippy back and have
Yep,
Clippy
alright.
pass this note.
Okay. So Cliffy grabs the note, passes through the barrier, turns into that horrifying monster, that little gremlin, slips underneath the door, which you can hear screaming, obviously, and then the paper. And then you hear something about a paper being, and then they grab it, they read it, and then you see the paper pushed back underneath the door.
Did they write something
Did
on
they
it?
did they add anything on there?
They did.
Have I been able to replicate the other spooky things that freaked us the hell out?
You were trying to replicate things. Yeah, for the most part, you managed to make some voices appear as you were walking up and down the hallways, approaching them,
Yeah,
disappearing,
going
approaching
through the
them,
same-
disappearing.
yeah.
Yeah, making them push back, go forward. Yeah.
You were just the creepy voices that we heard.
Mhm. And as a bard, your performance is pretty strong. Anyways, the note is there
What's it say?
on the opposite side. It's written in the opposite language because these people don't know how to do that yet.
Mhm.
Saying a bomb on a train. You said it was a bomb on a train.
I said there's a
Don't-
bomb on the train in a mirror universe.
In a mirror universe. Okay.
No,
Give me
so there's a bomb
Give me
on
the
the
exact words. Write them down and send them to me.
train. Oh, see that I have to get my phone out because my keyboard doesn't work very well.
Okay.
But bomb.
I
on
want to know
train-
what the words are so I can tell you what their reply would be.
Bomb on train and mirror universe.
The reply is just, "Are you on drugs?"
Yeah.
Signed, Rowena.
Are you on drugs? Are you fucking on drugs?
I'm just watching. I've been paying attention to the tiny Clippy, which, mind you, is a tiny me. Just walk through and go from being tiny me to horrible little goblin monster. And go, that's weird.
I sent it to you.
So did we just swap
Okay.
bodies with these people?
I think
Okay.
so.
So you say there's a bomb on the train and a mirror universe. Don't be scared of us, okay? The letter back says, "Oh God, how would?" Okay, that's all. That's the answer. With a question mark.
I'm gonna write another note.
It's in your writing.
It's an R writing, so it's backwards.
Your writing specifically.
No, oh, so the
no,
other
no,
Shay
okay.
wrote.
Your hand-
It's in
Oh,
Shay's
Shay.
writing. You
Okay.
recognize your own handwriting.
I'm
It's
gonna-
like an okay.
Hey, I'm gonna write back,
That's
Shay. Your whole life you felt like you weren't loved and didn't matter,
Oh,
but it wasn't your fault. Also, I know you think Apollo is cute, and then I'll sign it, other Shay.
Are you just teasing yourself now?
I'm trying to convince myself that it's me, and that would be something I would know because I haven't really admitted that out loud to anyone yet
Oh,
at this point.
Gotcha.
And you hear an Apollo's voice, and you think Apollo is cute. Because Apollo picked up the note.
And you think Apollo is cute?
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
You just sped up your relationship.
Or I just tanked it.
I mean, I believe if I heard that you had called
And
me
you
cute at
hear
the time.
the note being grabbed and ripped up, and then the door opening, and then the Shay comes. Who wrote that? What?
I'm gonna write another note and be and it's gonna say
That's not true. I don't think he's cute.
mind you, this is all being passed by Tiny Goblin.
yeah. I'm gonna write another note that's gonna say we may look scary, but you're safe, and pass it to the goblin
And then the goblin.
and sign it Shay.
Shay's kind of like takes the note from the goblin, looks at it. Okay. So we were just.
Do I need to do this? Do I need to do the story real quick?
So we were just coming down the stairs, and then we went into this room, and then there's a whole bunch of voices, and the voices were pretty scary, and I thought that they were bad people. But it turns out you're not bad people. Can you maybe try to explain this thing a little bit better?
I'll write another note and go, Apollo's just being kind of an asshole. Our Apollo's being kind of an asshole.
Okay, that one's probably true.
Can I want to try something.
Excuse me?
Because this is technically the tiny goblin that looks like a horrifying monster is still my brain. It's like conjured from my mind. Can I try and share memories with the other Dorian? Have this little gross thing touch it?
Oh my god.
And go, it's for you.
I should add with a second note that says, and don't lie, you think Apollo's cute.
Because it can cast 3 spells.
Crumples up the paper and eats it.
Sounds about right.
And so you're casting. Which spell?
Because well, I'll use cantrip. I'll use encode thoughts.
Okay, so
To
this
see if I could share that.
horrifying post-it note that's dripping with slime is being held out to Dorian by this goo monster, and Dorian's like,
I sure I don't want to do this.
it takes it and like puts it and it goops into their head, and they're like, oh. And it seems like it got through to them, but they're a bit confused.
Okay, I was trying to share. I don't know how much I can share, but I do want to at least like
Were there any particular memories you were trying to pass through?
just the entirety of the fucking week.
No, not that much. It's a cantrip. It's not an 8th level spell.
I know that's valid.
I'd say, if anything, maybe the train?
Yeah, I'll take the train and put that there.
Okay.
I just don't know what the most important thing to tell him right now.
I know I'm like
It's
there's so many things that happened.
But this is definitely not how it went for you.
No.
Shay doesn't seem too worried. Dorian is communicating with this creepy
Don't you love
gremlin
the little goop?
glob.
I also
Apollo is staring at Shay because of the note.
What is other Ruben doing?
I feel like there's another piece of paper that's being slid through them, which just says kiss on it.
can I have the tiny goblin give the other side Ruben the ball bearing? Just go. This is for you.
Okay, yeah.
It's a goop.
Oh god, it would no, it's the same ball bearing they rolled under, so it's fine.
Mhm.
Yeah, it steps out there and the ball bearing's fine. It was goopy on your side, less goopy on theirs. You hand it back to Ruben.
Handing it to you, Ruben.
Thank you.
No, just
Raised
a fucking-
eyebrow.
A good ball bearing.
What should we tell ourselves? This is now different. Do we tell ourselves to stop the train from going from where the bombs are at? I mean, I can tell you, if I get on that train, I'm gonna become conflagration.
I believe that is something that has to happen.
Okay,
We still
but
have to have our powers, but at the same time, there are certain aspects to it that we can fix.
you two still have your powers, right?
I haven't checked mine.
I haven't checked mine technically. I just know that Reservoir is
Reservoir's
here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna,
She's different, but she's here with you.
and I've talked to mine today.
She's there.
When, well, I suppose things might be a little different. When we got on the train the first time, remember, we lost the whole night.
Yeah.
We teleported to early in the day. They might be able to actually get something done over the night.
Or at
But
least
who
tell them
are
we're
they?
us.
Are they us, like a different parallel universe us? Are they the us from this world and we just got swapped? Are they, I don't know.
I don't know.
That might be original Dorian. I mean, I never had a tail before, but now this side does.
But we still have our memories.
I don't exist
So-
over there.
I also
we-
don't exist here.
Is the
technically.
memories in my head, the memories of the Ruben from the other side, in the body of Ruben from this side?
I don't
I don't know. That's a very good question.
And just so it's clear, you are kind of like in a shadowy, dark area because I don't know if that was clear.
Okay.
Because when you were walking into that room, everything kind of went dark, and it was weird. Yeah. Anyways, not important.
Are there
Oh.
still white cloaks around?
They seem to have stopped.
Stop showing up? Or there's
Apollo, on the other side, you can see black cloaks flying over everyone
Ah, that is.
through the doorway. I forgot to mention that.
Okay.
The cloaks are there.
But Ruben can see the white cloaks on our side.
The cloaks aren't on this side anymore. You don't see any of the white cloaks anymore.
Ah.
Okay. They are gone.
So they're supposed to do something.
Well, I think when they appear when great tragedies are going to happen, right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe since they're gone, it didn't happen.
Wait, who's
There.
saying that?
Reservoir.
You're
Oh,
seeing
right. Okay.
them over there, aren't you?
I'm seeing
Well,
them on that end.
Yeah.
So does that mean a tragedy is going to happen to us? I guess our whole week is a tragedy.
I think that the tragedy in question is the whole ordeal about possibly losing you.
Right. Also, remember that was the first time we saw the cloaks. That's why we ran to the train so quickly. You saw cloaks going there.
But you just told them about the train and the bomb and everything is on those notes. Just so. And that Apollo's cute. That's.
But Shay did tell herself to be brave.
Mm-hmm.
So, if we're not, at least on that side, going to rush over to the train because of the cloaks, then I guess they're there for something else. I'm like flipping through my notes from the previous sessions.
Ruben, you sense something strange, like a kind of energy in the air, and you look behind you, and you can actually see a light area, like the lit area to where the where you came down into the basement. The area you're in now is a bit darker because the lights aren't on, but you can see that as you're turning back, more and more lights are starting to shut off, and until eventually it's pitch black, and the only thing you can see is through the other doorway.
The doorway that takes us to their
Mhm.
side.
Mhm.
I don't know if this place is gonna be here forever, guys.
So we have to hurry.
Okay. So should
Do we go through?
Did we go through
The
the
Tell me
doorway?
not
door,
to be scared.
as you're talking, slams shut.
No.
okay.
It just
Shh.
The one that goes
In
to the
front of
road, or
us,
the one that's
or-
came down.
in front of you.
Oh, okay. That door. Is my did the manifest mine, is it still on the, it's still on the other side. Can I still feel it?
It plopped right back in beside you the moment that the door closed.
Okay.
And then
Wow.
all the lights turn back on and the doors open into just a regular hallway.
Golly.
Well,
Huh.
At least we were able to warn ourselves.
at least with the train, we were able to inform them about that.
And we told them that there's a mirror world.
True. True.
Well, perhaps you changed something. That's good, right?
I mean, we learned in the
That's-
past that's not always good.
What you were trying to do, wasn't it?
I don't
In theory,
know
changing the
anymore.
past is now changing the present. So changing the present is something that we do consistently on in the first place. So I don't know if this is good or bad or just in the middle somewhere.
I don't know anything anymore.
Serendipity.
Nothing happens.
Okay, still broken. That's
Right.
cool.
Have you two tried yours?
I mean, I can. I can try and summon my weapon. I
If
was
you
talking
want.
to
Maggie Smith.
Maggie Smith, Lord
Dame Margaret Smythe.
Margaret Smythe.
I was
Margaret.
talking to Margaret Smythe earlier.
Do you need me, dearie?
Oh, well, we're just my friend's connection is gone, and so we're just making sure that I still had my connection with you.
Which connection would be that? What was that?
Oh, hold on. I need to ask permission to make sure I can confide in you this because I don't want to be rude because it's their own thing, and we learned today consent is very important.
Oh my god.
So
You're saying that out loud to Reservoir, and they're like, I made a mistake.
oh no, sorry, that was the voice in my head. I will turn to Room and be like, is it okay if I tell my head voice what happened and what ward you are?
Let me check one more thing first. I'm gonna slide my headphones off my ears.
Mm-hmm.
Do I feel
my-
stupid?
No.
Okay, that's good. I'll put them back on. Yeah,
I
all right.
never knew you could
Go
take
ahead.
those off.
I know they're kind of they're not actually glued on there. Surprise.
Do I feel stupid?
Oh,
What?
Um,
No. You know why, right? You remember?
Yeah, I know. I
Okay,
know.
okay.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, good.
sweet.
You
Sorry.
can tell them it might not be entirely broken, but it's definitely not working.
Okay. So hi, ma'am. I'm back. So there's this serendipity. And when they say it, nothing happens. Like before, another one of them would appear.
Is that a custodian? A chair?
Yes,
I've never heard of that one.
of serendipity. How many
Hmm.
chairs are there?
12.
12. Excuse me. I'll be right back. Please hold. So they said that they've never heard of serendipity before.
I'm gonna look to Reservoir on that one.
Wasn't. I just look at. Wasn't yours the most recent one? The 13?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if I actually knew that or if that was player knowledge.
Oh, you're right. Is that.
It was the one that appeared on the door that had never been there before, and someone said that one's new.
Oh, that's right.
That you do know as player
we do have that
knowledge.
knowledge. Oh,
Yeah.
but it's character knowledge too.
And that was Mabel who had said that one's new, I believe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure mine was new.
Which awakened several days from now.
Oh.
True. That might just not be a thing yet.
Oh.
Well, that's fine. I mean, yeah, it's fine.
Hold on.
Dearie, there's someone else here.
What do you mean?
And you hear Noitar Galfra knock. And you feel a very heavy heat coming from behind you.
I will turn.
And you see Rowena standing there with a flaming sword looking at all of you.
Motherfucker.
How did.
And that's where we'll go to break.
Oh shit.
No.
I was putting the pieces together in my head, and I just went, "Oh shit! It's a conflagration."
Wait, if we're on this side and you're here, then who's? Whoops.
Flying the plane.
What time will we be back?
I'll give you
Can we
15.
take 15?
Woo.
Yep.
Thank you.
1-5.
Because we might open on a combat screen. Who knows?
I'm in danger.
Not a
Woo.
combat screen, but
I'm in danger.
But we'll see y'all soon. Do-do-do-do.
Thank you guys so much.
Ah!
Thank you. I guess we will catch you on the flip side after this break.
I'm
It's
ending
not
the
how-
stream.
Goes.
back with emotional trauma. Emotional damage.
Emotional
Damn it.
damage.
I said it wrong. Well, it's the same thing.
But guys, I have the inside scoop. I have the inside scoop. Hear me out.
Okay.
Pokemon has taught me everything.
Mm-hmm.
I have the type advantage right now.
Fair.
This is true.
So, looking over at Rowena, who has a flaming sword and is looking at each of you, she has her hand up to her head. None of this is right. What is happening here? There's no war. There's no. You're dead! And she points it directly at her sword directly at Dorian. You've been dead. None of this is
What?
real.
No, I'm alive. I mean, if I was dead, why didn't you say that earlier? When we were talking.
Everything just made sense. It all seemed right. I was training people, and now we're here. And you're there. You're each of you.
Oh, wait, we don't get it either.
I don't know why I'm here. This is all new to me, and I just hold up my tail.
How are you standing? Where are each of you?
Not in a line.
Okay, so in a line.
I mean, I was writing notes, so I'd be by the door, like right at the door,
Okay.
because I was passing
Yep.
notes
Yeah,
back and
I was
forth.
kind of being a little
Same.
shit, so I'm somewhere within that range
And
Okay, so I'll put you
of
near
where
the end.
the.
I would have been
I like-
close to Shay.
I like to
Okay.
stand aloofly in the background. So
Cool.
that's
So she's looking directly at Dorian, and it doesn't seem like anyone's behind them. So, and she immediately lashes out with her sword, and
Please.
you're gonna have to make a dexterity save as balls of fire launch from the blade and head directly towards you,
I'm such
while
a
she covers her face and screams.
I'm such a soft wizard. Why do you do this to me? Dex, you say?
Mm-hmm.
I have a solid 6.
Okay. That's not very good.
Yeah, I know. I'm a tiny little wizard. Please leave me alone.
You take 29 fire damage.
Why do you... Stop this.
And I'm assuming everyone's going to want to roll initiative.
Can I roll to cry?
Yeah.
Ooh, she might be going first.
Why?
22.
Guess we're rolling initiative.
22.
22, yeah.
Grab some
23.
paper here. Where is my documents? I usually have a file here for this stuff, and I cannot find it. Give me 1 second. Okay. So, I'm going to call out names. Apollo.
23.
23. I should have said Alopa. Shay.
8.
8. Dorian.
14.
Oh.
Ribbon.
22.
Okay, so she does go first.
Please.
She
Beg of you.
is looking directly at Dorian, who is now knocked back. You said you rolled an 8.
I rolled a 6 for the save.
So you're prone now. You were knocked to the ground, and thrown back 15 feet towards a wall. So whichever direction there's a wall, yeah, you're now into one. So I guess that would be in the general area of where Shay was, because Shay was by the door.
Yeah.
She's now gripping her head with both hands, the sword kind of like, in her hand right up here. And she's rocking back and forth in place while trying to figure out what's going on. She uses her turn just to concentrate, her eyes looking directly now at Apollo.
Oh, hell no.
So Apollo, you're up.
Let's take a look. It has been a while since I'm looking at these reservoir abilities, so just give me 1 second.
Yep.
I know. I'm digging out my d8s for my salvo die.
She actually rolled really well on her attack. She
Ye-
almost rolled maximum damage.
What's her
Uh,
what's her max damage?
So she rolled 4 6s, a 5, and a 4.
That would have taken me out because I'm already almost.
Her maximum damage on her highest level spell was almost a one. That was almost a one shot
I
on
know.
you.
I was about to go. There goes Dorian.
Yeah.
Please leave me alone. I'm a very small wizard. I have no HP.
Shoot. I can't use a spell and then use the reaction to target someone else, can I?
What is the reaction for? The reaction to give a
The
barrier?
reaction for barrier reef.
The barrier goes to anyone, but the person inside of it can't interact with the outside world.
Okay.
They can only interact with the bubble, which they can attack to destroy
All
it.
right. Fuck it. Let's do this. I got
Okay.
the spell for a reason, and I'm finally getting to put it to use.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Life Transference onto Dorian.
Life transference.
Mhm.
What does that do?
You sacrifice some health to mend another creature's injuries. You take 4d8 necrotic damage, which can't be reduced in any way, and one creature of your choice that you see within range regains a number of hit points equal to twice the necrotic damage you take.
You could just do
Buddy.
What is
Hey.
that
healer.
from? Xanathar? All
I
right.
think it's
Yeah.
from Xanathar.
Yep.
Go ahead. How did you
Oh.
get it? It says it's a cleric spell.
It's the thing you can do as a bard where you can take any spell. I think.
Of course. Nice.
Additional magic secrets.
Perfect.
My darling, don't make me go into a rage this early.
I know. I was like, you can just put me in a bubble. You don't
Oh,
have to do
that's-
all of that.
Okay, that's good to start. That's an 8 to start.
And
All right. So that is I take a total of 17.
That's a
Mhm.
lot.
and Dorian heals for 34.
Dorian heals 34.
You could have just
So-
put me in a bubble.
And I'm using the reaction of Barrier Reef to entrap Rojas.
Rojas, you mean Rowena?
Or
'Cause-
wait, it was Rowena. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm dumb.
And was that a save or was it just it happened? I can't
Let me
remember.
double check.
It's on the. It'll
You
be on.
cast a spell on your turn. You expend a benthic die to envelop any creature within range in a thin water-like protective barrier. They are automatically restrained.
Okay, cool. She is restrained.
I'm just gonna shout. Let's talk through what's going on right now, because there is definitely an explanation for whatever the hell it is that we are thinking.
Okay, that's the rest of your turn.
Yep.
Ruben, you're up.
So I shouldn't stab her.
What was your maximum HP when you cast it?
When
What
I
is your
cast
maximum? What
the
is your
thing?
maximum HP? It is
my max HP is 39.
39. So the barrier has 39 points of protection.
We have the same HP.
Mhm.
Well, you have one more than me.
I just want to see what is happening. Do what you wish, but I don't want to attack.
Am I able to look at Dorian and
Right now, sure. If you're using your action to interact with your companions, that is fine.
I mean, at this point, I just shrug and go. Most of my siblings have tried to kill me. At this point, it's. I mean, we should probably talk, I guess.
Okay, so it's my action to confide in them. Is there anything in the room I can try to hide behind?
You're in a fairly bare hallway right now. It would be very hard to hide.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I
It's
have
looking
to
grisly.
ask. I have to ask.
Yeah. It's like a 20 length, so 4 squares, by like 50 going down the hallway. So you're in a shotgun range kind of thing, like not much space to go.
Fair enough. All right. It was my action to ask those 2 questions, so I don't really have anything else. I will, just wait and see what they do.
Dorian.
I don't want to just shoot her, because that would be awful, but I'm getting real tired of my alternate siblings trying to murder me. It's getting tiring.
Are you getting up? You have to use half your move to stand if you want
I'm going to
to.
use half my movement to get up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just going to look at Rowena and go, right, Weenie, can we talk and you not immediately try and murder me again? If I was dead, why would you try and kill me again? Stop that. We can
Okay.
talk things out. Like rational adults.
Adults.
Yes, adults. We can
Yep.
talk this out like adults. I can't say it.
You got it. It's the accent. It's the accent.
I'm
Adults.
trying to say it
Yeah.
while also like there's phlegm in my mouth. It's just the word. It's too much happening.
Is that your turn?
Yeah. I mean, I'm
Shay.
gonna also just in case something happens. I just got a spell hanging out on my fingers.
What's the spell?
If I
Because you'll
smell.
lose the spell if you use it and it doesn't get released.
Oh, if I then no, then I
Yeah,
won't.
if it's a leveled spell. If it's a cantrip, it's fine. But a leveled spell, you lose it if you go through the whole turn and not.
Oh, well then no, I'm not gonna hold on to that.
Okay. Shay.
I mean, she just. Nox, you're not getting my. I mean, she just attacked Dorian, so I am going to look at her and say conflagration, and summon my. How far away is she from me? She's still,
I'm gonna say 30 feet.
Okay, cool. So still ranged weapon. So I'm gonna summon my bow.
Mm-hmm. You summon your bow.
On my fire bow, and I'm going to hold.
She looks very surprised looking at it.
I'm going to hold my action for when
she looked up from her pose to like just look at your bow, and there was almost like recognition in it. And Nox is sitting there doing the thing that the cat does in that meme.
Yeah, right. He likes chocolate, so he wants my puppy chow.
He can't eat chocolate. It's bad.
No,
for
he
you.
cannot. But let me tell you, this motherfucker has a nose for it.
Mother, I crave death.
I was gonna say something.
Don't you dare.
That's why I'm like the character.
No,
I knew it.
I knew it. I knew it.
So I am going to I'm going to hold an action if and when she breaks out of this and makes a attack towards
What is
Dorian.
the action? Is it to attack?
Yes, I will hold a bow
You're not
shot.
using any of your barrages? You're just holding. Oh wait, no, we made it so you can use them after you make your attack.
Yeah.
Right. I made them too good. Okay. So we get to Reservoir, who's looking at everyone. Should I do something? She's looking at Apollo for. Okay. So she just stays there and does that. And then it moves to Rowena's turn, who continues to stare at. Well, actually, her gaze now changes to Shay.
She changed her gay? That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
Everyone's in love with Shay. What can I say?
Not just one, many of them.
Shay is
Gays.
bae.
You
every day.
shouldn't be here. None of you. And tries to attack the bubble, which she succeeds for.
Going into the fray.
Okay. For 22 points.
Mayday.
And she continues to stare at Shay. Apollo.
I stare back.
Looked at me, and I looked at them.
We are aware that this is not where we are supposed to be. We are supposed to be in another place, but we don't know how to get into that place. We are trying to get back to that place, but we can't do that if you're trying to kill us within this place and get back to the place that we belong.
Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Ruben.
Oh dear. It's been a long time. Can we attack people who are in the bubble?
You attack the bubble first. The only one who can actually attack inside the bubble is Apollo.
I will let you know. You did 22 damage to it, correct? There is 17 damage remaining on it.
Okay. I think I have a size restriction in there, but humans are fine. I don't know if I put the size restriction in there, but mentally, you can't make a bubble over a massive harbinger kind of thing. Like
Yeah, I think you said like one size above.
one size above, I think is yeah. But Rowena is just the regular size, so it's fine.
Hit points equal to your
For
maximum
now.
HP and will not work on creatures 2 sizes larger than yourself.
2 sizes larger. Cool.
I'm gonna ready throwing a dagger if she breaks the barrier.
Okay. Ruben, Dorian.
I'm going to bonus action. How? I'm gonna move my spectral mind because it's still active.
Mhm.
How far away is?
You were 30 feet plus 15, so 45.
Oh, from Shay. How far away?
Oh, from Shay? You're pretty much right.
Like, am I in touch
right near them.
distance, or do I have
No,
to move?
you'd have to move a bit.
Then I'm gonna move the mind to be in touch distance with Shay.
Okay.
And then I'm going to personally move a little bit farther.
You can't. Well, okay, you can go through the door.
Oh,
Because the door
that's
was
right.
open
I got.
there and it was into
well,
the hall.
I
Yeah,
already got
you
moved
knocked
backwards
into the wall.
That's right. So I've already moved backwards. So then, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
moving the mind so it can be within touch distance of Shay. That's
Mhm.
my bonus action. And then this, you know what? I'm gonna use the spell slot as an action. I'm just gonna touch Shay and cast haste,
Okay.
and just be like,
You have hasted Shay.
just in case something happens, you can usually deal out the most damage.
Shay, at the end of their turn, are you choosing to use your action?
No, my trigger was if they break the bubble and attack was my
Okay.
trigger.
So it's now returned to your turn.
I'll just do my quick, like, oh god. I'm just gonna continue holding my action. I'm just gonna have an arrow ready.
Okay. Goes back to her, who... Oh, no, goes to Reservoir, who looks at Apollo. Okay. And then continues to do nothing. It goes back to Rowena's turn. So we're now in the third freaking turn. Who then attacks the bubble once more, breaking it this time. So it has been broken. There's parts of the condition. And they're looking over at Dorian now, their eyes averted from Shay.
Did
Why
it
did
seem
you
like
choose to look like him?
I
so
am.
it's not like
Dorian.
she's even reacting to what I said?
No.
Okay, so she's not reacting to any of us. Okay.
Can I throw my dagger?
Died in my arms.
Just died in your arms tonight.
Yeah. You can throw your dagger if you'd like.
I did say if the bubble breaks. I didn't put the if they attack caveat on there.
All right. Throw that dagger.
That is a 21 to hit.
21. Going through my sheet, She's going to use a legendary reaction to deflect the missile coming towards her
I'm sorry. What?
with her sword. So she slashes her sword upwards, striking the dagger as it flies towards her, causing the dagger to then redirect if okay. Make a dex save.
Did someone say deflect missile?
16.
16.
Mhm.
What's the damage of your dagger? 1d4?
1d4 plus 5.
I don't need the plus 5.
Okay.
1d6. You take 1 point of piercing damage and 3 points of fire damage as the dagger launches off her blade and redirects back towards you, striking you in the arm.
That would trigger mine.
Ow.
They have attacked one of your friends
Yep.
in self-defense, but they have attacked one of your friends.
I just saw that they attacked.
Yep. No, it was a deflect missile. She has monk levels. It's fine.
22 to hit.
22. That hits. She can
I'm
only use
not.
one legendary reaction per turn.
I'm not gonna do a who's a what's it yet.
No barrage.
No barrage. Not yet.
Okay.
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. The arrow leaves your bow, changing to fire, and strikes into her. It doesn't seem to do as much damage as you'd like, but it does feel like it did damage.
I figured.
And you notice the flame that licks across her body joins back in with her blade.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And those were reactions. So it was... Whose turn was it
It
again?
was just Ruben.
Yeah, Ruben.
No, it was Rowena's turn. We reacted.
Oh, yes, you
Oh,
reacted
right.
to her
We used-
breaking the
We
barrier.
used our held
Um,
action.
Her eyes continues to stare at Dorian. Now we go to Apollo.
Um,
I guess she did technically do a Jedi deflect now that I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Returning the blaster. Yeah.
I'm gonna cast message
Mm-hmm.
to Rowena again. Just,
Mm-hmm.
did you not listen to me? We are trying to go back to where we belong because we are not from here. And try to see if she responds to
She
me that way.
acknowledges the voice by looking in your direction.
And I'm using my reaction to put the thing around her again. Another barrier reef.
Because you cast message. Did it not have to be a leveled spell?
You just said when you cast a spell on your turn.
I'm gonna add the leveled spell later.
Okay.
Anyways. I'm pretty
Figured.
sure it was supposed to be a leveled spell because a cantrip is kind of broken.
Yeah.
I'll let it go this time, but next turns,
Next time
you gotta
it can't
cast a
happen.
level spell.
Sounds good.
I'll let it happen this time.
I knew it was
She's
a little
covered.
bit of cheating.
She's covered in a barrier. This
If
is
you
what
want, it can be
homebrew
like
does.
If you want, it can be like my current HP instead of max because I cheated it.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Still a max amount.
Okay.
She looks annoyed that she's back in a bubble. After breaking out of it, and is still. She did acknowledge you by looking in your direction. That
got
takes
no
us
response.
to
Woo!
Ruben.
So in that moment that she was out of the bubble, she looked and spoke at Dorian, right?
Mm-hmm. And said that Dorian had died in her arms tonight.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But didn't make any attacks towards
Nope.
them.
Must have been something she said.
Okay, I'm just going to. I'll move so I'm standing between Rowena and Dorian,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll hold my attack if she attacks someone.
Okay. This is not how I expected this to go. Dorian.
We're lovers, not fighters. You know
That's
this.
not true. You have murdered everyone along your way.
We've not murdered a single person.
Many people. Dorian, you're up.
I mean, I'm about to do a bad thing anyways. Wait, so do we just want to block her and then leave and find a different place to go?
Do you want to just leave? Anyone want to just go?
We could.
What if we take the party and move it somewhere else?
Rowena, I don't want to fight you because you're my sister and I love you, but also this is now the second time one of my siblings has attacked me, and I can't just let this keep happening. So I'm going to cast Binding Ice. Rhymes Binding Ice. Get wrecked. And I'm gonna do it from my little mini-me because I don't want to hit anyone else. So I'm gonna...
What is it?
Burst of cold energy emanates from you in a 30-foot cone. She needs to make a con save. Also, I freeze the
What
floor.
is this spell? What is it?
Rhymes Binding Ice.
Does that go onto the bubble?
Yes, which is why I'm doing it, because it would freeze any water in the area, so it would also just freeze this bubble, and I'm like... And also it makes the ground in front of it.
What book is that from?
Dragons! Also, her speed is reduced to 0. So literally, I'm just like, I don't want to keep dealing with you. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I don't know if she will take damage or the bubble will, but honestly, I'm done. I'm freezing you in the bubble, and we can just go.
I can't even find this spell. Can
Isn't
you link me to a page of it? Because I'm
Yes.
trying to find the spell.
Yes.
Oh, it's in chat.
Oh,
Our lore keeper's got it.
yep.
Thank you.
Thank you, lore keeper.
Okay.
But yeah, burst of cold
Dorian's
energy.
behind everyone.
My only element
so-
is, which is why I'm casting from the mini-me, which is in front of people because it's in front of Shay. So I can only use 3 spells. I've already used 1. I got 1 more. I got 2 more.
Okay, so Ruben will definitely have to do that. But other than that, yeah,
Nope.
that should be fine.
Oh no, they're all fine.
Ruben said they stepped in between you and them, so you would have had to move it even further up.
Is it if they're in between me? I mean, then I'll move the thing and then cast a spell because it's a bonus action to move
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Because I thought it would have been like Shay, then Ruben.
I mean,
then
when
me.
someone tells me if they're going in between 2 people, I just assume based on the fact that you have to get in between them that you're going to have to go in front of them.
Oh
to
yeah,
do it.
I thought he's in front of me, but I was already pushed back further, so I was like,
it's fine. It's
"Eeh."
fine.
But yeah, then I'm casting it from my mini-me, so whichever way I can do, I'm trying to cast it so I don't hit any of my allies and just hit Rowena. And also, not even to hit her, I'm just freezing. I want to freeze the bubble, really, since she's back in it. So it's a con save, I guess, and then 3d8.
No, roll your damage. Actually, I think I made it so spells always do maximum damage. Anyways, roll your damage.
Where am I? I just had dice in my hand.
I think things do maximum damage to the bubble.
Five, 6, 13.
No, doesn't
13
say
cold
that
damage?
to me.
Okay.
That might be a good idea.
So yeah, well, it's because it doesn't have any defense. It just exists, right? It's just a temp pool. I feel like if it's not in there, it should be in there. Because I've always treated it like that.
Okay. I mean,
it doesn't break it.
yeah,
It stays frozen, and it's frozen for a minute.
yeah. My main thing is just freezing. Since I figured,
I mean, you have a minute.
that's why I was like, I figured since this is cold damage and also speed reduced to 0,
The
and
ice flies out from your thing, and yeah.
and they have to use either 1 minute or they have to actively break the ice. So
I mean, they're inside of a bubble that's now been frozen, so it's kind of hard to actively break the ice.
right, okay. So that should do something. I figured.
Do we run now? Is that what we're going for?
I don't know. I wanted to buy us time. I wasn't sure what
Are we going
wanted
to
do.
run?
Where would we run to?
Think about that later. Come on, let's go.
All right, let's just. I don't want to be in this hallway anymore. I guess we could just
Okay.
wander off to where? Outside?
Fucking running.
I guess we go outside.
So you could go past her and then back up the stairs.
Oh, that's right, because we're still in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Just put as much distance between this place as we can. Us and her.
Reservoir
sense.
sticks at her tongue, and if she's walking by.
Also, let me mark this spell slot.
I guess you're leaving.
I will leave it. Right. Weenie, I'm very sorry. I love you so much. I hope you know that. You're my favorite sibling.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just.
She's in a frozen solid ball of ice. Yep.
I don't know if she can hear me, but the sentiment.
I'm gonna be in the back of the group as we run.
Is there anything
You're
we can
hasted.
do to the door
I'm
to
pasted
seal
in
it
the
from
least
the other
squishy.
side?
I mean, it's a door. You could melt the handle. You could. I don't. There are many things you could do to it.
I can melt the handle.
Good.
Lock her in there.
Works.
Is a salvo die to melt the handle?
I think we actually have that in there, isn't there? Isn't that part of the one that you can use to heal things or something? That's a salvo die to do. I'm pretty sure there was something like that in there. To melt objects or
Hold on, I'm rereading. I don't think there is. Can't be resurrected. My weapon. Just make it. You could choose.
I mean, if not,
It should be the one that's cauterization. Like,
When you are reduced to 0 hit points but not outright killed, you can spend 1 salvo die to become stable.
sterile.
You can
Become
use
sterile.
this once per long rest.
okay, so it's not the either way. Yeah, there should be one also in there that states you can use a salvo die to melt something.
I will expend a salvo die and melt it.
Okay. So you get up through the stairs, you rush to the door, you close the door behind you, and you use the salvo die to melt the door handle. Looking around, you're back into the hallway of the academy, but everything looks a bit weird to you, Dorian, specifically.
Ah.
Everything reads as illusion magic.
Right. Well, as a awful news, it's illusion magic around us all again. I don't think this is real. I don't think anything's real anymore. But this specifically, the hallways are illusion magic again. Is it the same type that I saw when we were, I guess, in the basement the first time around? Like, does it feel similar?
Similar. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously not the same, but right. Okay, so I think instead of the basement being the illusion this time, I guess the upper side is the illusion.
Okay, so where do we go? What do we do?
Um.
Don't have much more time before she poop.
Right. What was the order that we did things in? I guess next would be going to the dorms and then to the train.
Yeah.
We don't have to actually stay in the dorms. We can just go in there, throw some sand in the closet, and then leave.
Okay.
Who has the sand for this time around?
Can we or do we just want to skip your room entirely and go straight to the train?
I believe that might be a wise idea, considering the distraction earlier.
Right. Okay. Train then.
To the train.
Okay.
Whoop.
You're heading to the train. You head out through the main doors. You're out into the courtyard, and you can see Ignis standing there, looking around, just minding his own business. He looks towards all of you as you're, I assume, passing by. Doesn't say anything. He just watches. As you continue running down the path, you can see Cosmo looking out from the forest, just looking at you, watching as you pass by him as well. I
Two
assume.
questions. When looking at Cosmo and Ignis, any magical readings on them?
No, they just seem normal and they're just watching you.
All
And you
right.
notice that as you're running towards the train, they seem to just be following you. In fact, looking back, you can see several people following you.
Oh no!
I hate
That's
it here.
unnerving.
Each person you pass by just seems to be slowly and carefully walking after you.
Question.
Oh, I don't like that.
Do we see we never saw it. Is it anywhere around here, the xenomorph harbinger, by any chance? Do we spot that in the forest?
No,
All right.
you don't see anything. You can make a perception check if you like, but
Sure, why not? I'm gonna keep walking though. Not gonna stop. Why do I keep using this dice? No, it's a total of 6. Again. You're going
6?
6 for my perception.
You don't see anything.
I'm gonna be looking up at the sky.
You don't see anything.
Oh,
In fact,
will
that's
also
eerie
look up
because,
at the
like,
sky.
Aldrich Academy is in the middle of the forest. Usually you see birds. It's empty. In fact, looking at the ground, looking around for, like, insects, bugs, signs of, not insects, but animals, signs of, like, life. You don't see any.
Also, what was that?
Everything just reads as illusion, except for the people that you see following you that read as nothing. It's like they're not even there. They don't light up. They're not anything.
Oh yeah, because usually some people give off a magical aura even if they're like
Mhm.
not. I don't like it.
Am I seeing any blue light like I have in the past?
No.
Also,
Make a
wait,
perception check, though, if you'd like.
there was something that Ruben you were saying, and I think I missed it.
Oh, I was just curious if I saw any of the white cloak things.
Right now, white cloaks. Make a perception check.
14.
14. Yours was
And
for the blue
my-
light. You don't see anything.
My perception was a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, you're looking for the cloaks. Looking up and around, you can see what looks to be the cloaks just all filtering in towards the same direction you're heading.
Well, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but those white cloaks are going the way we're going.
Are there a lot?
There's a lot of them.
Couple dozen.
Yeah, I would say it's a lot.
They seem to be swarming around the direction where you're going. So, like, you know how you can see insects swarming over something or carrion birds over a body, and they're just swarming around general area of where the train would be and heading towards it.
Oh boy.
I hate it.
Okay. I
I'm-
guess keep going towards the train.
We're booking it.
Okay.
So
You get to the train. It's the train. You can see it. It's still on the tracks. Don't see anything weird about it. There's no guards. There's no one here watching it. Ruben, looking up, you can see all of the cloaks everywhere. There's more and more of them. And all of you ran, but you can start to see people, the movement of people in the forest coming towards you. And lots of them. Almost
Ugh.
the entire school's worth of people.
This feels almost
sorry.
akin to a show that I would watch.
I had to step away for a moment. The people, do they look like? Do they have like individual appearances, or are they all?
They're
just
all
kind
the
of-
students from the school, people that you remember.
Okay.
Ignis, Cosmo were the first ones that you realized started following you, and then you looked behind and you saw even more of them.
Right. Okay. So I don't like any of this, if I'm being incredibly honest. Do we should I guess get on the train?
When we climbed on the train, that was when it first took us to the other world.
Right. We lost a couple of hours. Maybe we'll swap it out.
There's got to be something that can be done. And at this rate, I would prefer anything happening instead of this.
Yeah, makes sense.
Walking up to the train and looking at it, you can see all of you standing inside of it.
Oh god.
Fucking knew it.
They're
they-
looking over what looks to be a device in a corner. You're not on the train yet, but you can see that they're panicking the same way that you remember them yourselves panicking.
What was right? Should we go in the same order then? I guess.
I guess I get on first.
Right. Well.
Let's check first to see if it's the same thing that happened just before.
Oh yeah, touching to see. Because remember last time when we tried to touch the glass, it was like goopy.
Seems normal.
Also, can I just give Shay a quick little hug? I know you. I know you hate. I know trains.
You can if you'd like.
Just a little hand kiss.
Trains are
I will
awful.
get on the train.
You get onto the train.
I'm looking at my notes. When Shay
You
got on
see
the
them just step onto it. Just fine.
Okay, because when last time Shay got on the train, the windows
this.
turned
They
black.
vanished.
Yep.
Yep.
But they look normal now.
Nothing's changed.
Okay, so maybe we can all just get on. Okay, let's try. What's the order?
Okay.
What were the order?
So
Get
you
on.
went up the steps. I'm assuming you're then going into the cabin where you can see the other versions of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one by one, you pass through there, and you find yourself in a very large room, 50 feet tall, hundreds of feet wide, lots of panels connecting everything. Why have you left the simulation?
Use my language. What fucking simulation?
I'm sorry, what?
What? That doesn't. I'm sorry. What do you mean?
Can we see who's saying that?
Yeah, and you see Nas standing there, looking at all of you.
You, huh?
Why? it was working perfectly, and then you see other people just stepping through. What the hell, guys?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Shoot the next adult.
What uniform is Nas wearing? Just to what's
The reverse side.
So the correct side?
The bad side.
Okay. That's
They're in the Matrix.
I hate it. I hate everything about everything.
I got hungry. We had to leave.
I
I was hungry.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna go get some lunch and maybe we'll try again later. How's that sound?
right. We'll try this again later. I hate training.
We'll return to this later. What? He walks over to you and specifically to you. You froze her?
Wait, to me?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, question:
You
do I have a
Dorian.
tail now, or is that gone?
Yeah, you still have a tail.
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't see the issue. What's wrong with freezing people?
This was training.
I'm incredibly tired.
You didn't even try for the kill. You just froze her and walked away.
I've had a very long day, and I'm very tired. I mean, would you prefer? We can practice right now. I can show you some of my better spells. Would you
I'm
prefer
sure you
that?
can.
Okay. Then
Something weird about each of you.
Yes, I've looked at your face all day, and it's awful.
Fuck you.
Yeah, well, fuck you too. You're not my favorite sibling. I like Rowena more.
Make a performance check.
This isn't even a joke. This is true.
No, you just gotta make a performance check.
This is a total of a good number. What am I? Performance? Oh, it's +0, so 17.
He looks over at the rest of you and do your jobs next time.
I swear to
And
God.
starts heading off.
I swear, I'm gonna kill you.
Only about 5 other people came out from the
should've-
same way you did and started just looking around, wondering what was going on, walking off towards the same way that he had.
I should have killed him.
Do we
the first time.
recognize any of them?
They just seem to be like you notice 2 of them are the same girls who were inside of the tavern that you had fought.
Oh, the ones that one tried to kiss me?
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
And you notice another one looks exactly the reservoir girl who just shrugs, walks away. Y'all were weird this time.
Yeah, maybe you're the weird one, huh?
Whatever. See you later, losers. And walks off.
I still think you're rather sullen.
What are y'all doing? You're just standing in this large room.
Could I have a mental breakdown?
Where does
Yes,
it look
I'm just having like a panic attack, honestly.
Yeah.
Where does it look like they're going? Like
Yeah.
to a hallway or?
They're leaving through a main door.
Okay. Is that the
Come
only
on.
door? Yeah.
The only door that you can see.
Okay, then yeah, let's get out of here.
Come on, we just need to act until we can get somewhere alone.
Right, of course.
So we'll just follow them.
And you leave and you can see on the side as you're leaving the door, one of the plaques states infiltration training. And another one said Aldrich Academy in progress.
Cool.
And you can see there are 2 long hallways that seem to head off towards dorm rooms. Very similar to the Aldrich Academy design. You don't see very many people other than the reservoir who kind of looks back at you again and weirded out, opens one of the doors and heads into her room.
How do we figure out which room is ours without sounding weird?
I don't know, but I'm literally about ready to kill someone.
Can I detect magic eyeballs and see if I notice any of the rooms with my own magic? Because, like, I'm assuming any of them would probably have, like, residue of spells I've permanently put in there. You know when like if you could, I mean, I don't know. See if there's any way I
That's
could.
weird.
If I cast a spell
That's weird.
enough times, would like it leave enough
I'm
residue?
just trying to think of that was a pretty big leap of
Listen,
logic.
I'm trying
because
to.
spells usually fade the moment that a new spell is concentration.
True,
I mean,
but my whatchamacallit, my wizard quill stuff doesn't fade until I make a new one. Is there any of the old stuff in my room? Ha. A workaround. Because that was how we were tracking the
I don't actually
Nas.
think. I'm trying to get through the mental logic of
Yeah.
it.
Well, usually it lasts for a while. Because that was how we were tracking the Nas. Is I would just put that little dot on him, and then I just look at it with magic.
But would there have been a reason for you to create that? That's what I'm trying
My
to come
question-
up with.
No. Mainly
No,
just, is
there
there
isn't
like,
a reason for you to have done that before.
didn't I
but-
ever write a note with my magic quill and leave it in my room? Maybe. I don't know. If not, that's
I'll
totally
allow
valid.
you that one. I'll allow you that one. You don't see anything around you specifically.
I was hoping that might be a way to track things. Why
I will state, Apollo, you feel empty,
Oh,
emptier than usual. Same for you, Shay.
Oh. Guys. What?
Can I tell where the source of that is coming from?
You don't feel like you have reservoir.
I'm gonna try and call her.
Nothing
Just
happens.
under my breath.
You say reservoir, nothing activates.
Forward and backwards.
Nothing activates.
What are we wearing?
You're wearing the uniforms of the school.
Aldrich uniforms or like
Aldrich uniforms.
okay.
Were the others that came out of the
Aldrich
simulation?
uniforms. Except for Nas, who was in the opposite armies.
Mm-hmm.
Guys.
Mhm.
I'm literally about ready to lose it.
Right, we should
I don't know
find
what's
someplace
real anymore. I don't know
private.
what is real.
Oh, we
I
need to
feel
get
weird.
We
we
should
need to
find
get
some
somewhere private before you lose it. That
Yes.
then we can all go ahead and lose it as
Okay.
we wish.
So make perception checks as you're walking. Which way are you going, left or right?
Left.
Okay.
Because I got a natural 1, so you shouldn't actually follow me.
Okay.
Hey,
the
guess
first
what?
thing I was told left, so we're going left.
And guess what?
That one.
I also got a nat 1.
Shay's
Perfect.
having a freaking anxiety attack right now.
All right, I'm gonna
It was perception.
Yep.
11.
16.
16?
Mhm.
Good. It was a 15. So, well done.
Right.
As
great.
you are going down the hallway to the left, your eyes, read over a couple of the things. You see one of the rooms is called cloning room.
Coolio. Right, I just point that out. I just got that. There's more things happening.
What is going on in there?
Do
Can
we
I
want to
ch-
poke our head in, or do we want to
Cloning, apparently, but I would like to find out what the hell is
lose it?
happening back there.
All right, I will go over and see if the door's unlocked.
The door is locked.
It's locked. I mean, I could try to pick the lock, but I don't know if I want to do that in the middle of a wide open hallway.
Do we have? I don't have a key. We don't. There's no keypad or anything. Is there a keypad maybe? Like a little boop boop boop.
There's a keypad. Yep.
We could try the keypad. I don't know what order it would be
Oh,
in.
you're gonna try the keypad. Okay.
I'm not gonna touch it. I'm pointing to it, saying we could try that. I don't
Well,
know.
with someone in charge like Nas, then do you believe that the password would be something related to your family?
No, that would be incredibly sentimental for the my Nas probably, but not this side's. Can we see which numbers are the most worn down?
Make
That is true.
investigation check.
Something that does happen a lot.
It's like because if you use this enough times, the numbers just get worn down from the oil on your fingers.
That's like one of the quick save buttons in the car for one of the radio stations we listen to is so worn down because we use it all the fucking time.
Exactly. That's usually what was the check? Perception.
Mm.
30, 20.
Investigation, I believe.
Investigation.
Then 21.
21 because you're going in and you're looking at it. I'm using Liz's rule.
I mean, I am
Yeah.
investigating.
Closely, it's investigation.
I am investigating more than just looking at it. I'm trying to tell what's been weathered by oil.
You get really close to it, and you notice that most of the lettering, the numbering on it, is metal and worn into it, like it's indented inverse inwards.
Okay.
So some of it does, a couple of them do look like they've been used a bit more, but for the most part, it's metal and it's an inner type of thing. You can make out that the number 2 and 9 have been used frequently.
Also, just a little bit of meta kind of investigational knowledge. On an inwards indent, likely some residue would be left behind, so if anything, it would be built up kind of in the bottom corners, as well as the fact that the number that is used first will have the most buildup on account of being the first to be used, and then past that, less residue and less residue ends up on those numbers. That's me knowledge, not
Again,
Apollo knowledge.
True.
2 and 9.
Just 2 and 9 are the
2 seems to be the most worn down.
right. So, well, 2 and 9 worn down. I think 2 is probably the most. So I'd get one of those two. It's those two numbers, and I'm hoping something else. I can't. I'd rather not trip an alarm.
Hey, what are y'all doing? And you can see the person who was clearly acting as like Lillian is standing there. What are you doing?
It appears as if the lock was.
I'm not feeling very well.
And you need to go in there.
The lock looked off, so we were just checking it.
I mean,
She leans in towards you, Apollo, in a way that makes Shay a little bit uncomfortable because it's pretty close. Yeah, the eye twitch. Do you remember it too?
Not as much, most likely.
She looks at each of you.
Did we hear what she said, or was it just
Yeah.
Apollo?
She was leaning in, but like she wasn't hiding it too much.
How much do you remember?
Remember too? Oh, okay. Have you ever wondered what's behind this door?
Well, it says it's the cloning room.
Have you ever seen it?
No, have you?
No, that's why we're
No.
curious.
We
Don't
know
you
what
wanna
it's
know?
for. Like, it makes clones, obviously.
Right, yeah.
How much do
obviously.
you remember?
It's weird. Like, I don't know.
Not to be weird, but would you consent to me going through your mind?
That is weird.
It is very weird.
I figured I'd ask.
I mean, I could be into that.
I'm not,
What?
so.
What?
No, you're not. This isn't. Oh,
Do you want to look at my mind or not?
yes, please. Do you?
And?
I mean, I'm asking for consent to cast Detect Thoughts.
Sure.
Yes. Well, also I need to know because otherwise she needs to make a Wisdom save. Because I don't want to push in there.
Well, that was her saying sure because you kept
Okay.
corner. Yeah.
Right, then yeah. Detect thoughts. What's in your brain? What's the memories like? So you can either do surface thoughts or wisdom save, but I can bypass this and she said
All
yes.
of her memories are being
then-
at Aldrich Academy.
Okay, like the normal memories that we would have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Yeah, okay. So yeah, all of them are normal, Aldrich.
any of this.
Okay, well that's. And I would just. Here, post-it notes. I'm not explaining this. Everyone gets a post-it. She at least
Does she
remembers.
actually look like
They're
Lillian?
Fragment? Yeah, she does. They're fragments of this, and it's weird.
Everything's wrong, right?
Yeah.
What we were just in felt more natural?
Yeah.
Do you know where any of our dorm rooms are in this place?
I think so.
Because
It's
we're just
weird
looking
because,
for
like,
a room to lose it in.
That would be best.
it's like I have memories of it here, but they don't feel right either. Do none of you have memories of here?
Do we? I mean, I don't think I would.
If no,
No.
No.
I think it was this one. And she just starts walking over to one of the rooms and doesn't take her long, but she opens it and looks around and she gestures inside.
Can I look around before we go in?
It's just long hallways, lots of
Real
doors.
quick, just because my paranoia is off the charts with you lately,
Mm,
may I request an insight check?
sure.
Doesn't do me much good. I only get a +2. But that's still a 17.
You can see tears welling up in her eyes.
Oh.
Okay.
She seems just as panicked as you are.
All right.
All right. Let's follow you then.
All right, let's go in here. Please don't be lying to us. I can't handle another person lying to me today.
She goes through with all of you and closes the door and literally just breaks down crying.
Oh, don't.
Just instant hug.
Do you want? We have. I think I still have.
Haha,
Luna
nice.
cakes.
No.
Wait,
I swear.
sorry, in a different hallway, or did we make it to a room?
You're in a room.
Okay.
Oh, when
She
we looked at
gestured
the
to
door,
a
you
room.
I
Okay,
thought we stepped into another hallway.
No.
Yeah. What does the room look like?
Why would she
though?
break down crying in a hallway?
Well, I was
Listen,
confused.
I don't know. Some things happen. But yeah, what does the room look like?
It looks like a bedroom.
Are there one or two beds?
One bed.
Okay, so it's just one person's.
I'm going to sit quietly on the bed and just sit there quietly.
Does the door have a lock?
Yes.
If not, can we move a chair in front of it?
You can do both.
How about we lock it and put a chair in front of it?
Yeah.
Woo. Also, do I still have Luna cakes? I mean, everybody gets one.
You don't even have your bag.
No! All my snacks! My mom bag. I had so many post-it notes in there.
Yeah, your bag's not there. Ruben, you notice that the jacket isn't on you. The bag's not there.
I had so many condoms.
Filled with all the stuff that you had.
Well, I'm just gonna sit here and not scream.
Yeah, screaming might bring people's attention to us. Okay. So, we're all not where we're supposed to be?
I guess rundown. We're in the wrong side, but I guess the right side, maybe, or the side we're originally from. I don't know anymore.
But here's what's weird. That was training to infiltrate our world, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're alive here and not alive there.
Right.
That's a discrepancy,
Yes. Nas,
isn't it?
Yeah, because he said I was alive. And he seemed to think that was
the
normal.
Rowena that was our training
Isn't
said you were dead, and also is conflagration.
also I don't think is real. Did we see Rowena like walk out of there?
You didn't see her leave.
Yeah, she might not have been real.
That's all part of this training thing.
I mean, they
They're training us to go do whatever they've been doing, right?
do you do you remember the first time around? The Nas was pretending to be part of our world and had soldiers pretending to be part of ours. Also, quickly, I just realized I want to detect magic the room and just make sure there's nothing listening in on us
It's magic the room.
with my magic eyeballs. Is there any magical devices that are watching us? I just realized we didn't check.
I'm gonna roll for that. You don't detect anything.
Alrighty.
Is there a calendar in the room?
They're pretty bare. It's a bed, a closet for clothes.
Like barracks.
That's it. And the clothing that if you're gonna go and check inside, I don't know if you are.
Sure,
Yeah,
why
Might
not?
as well.
Is just like Aldrich Academy clothing and then uniforms.
Mm.
They were pretending to be us just to get to our side because they wanted, I don't know what, wage war? Bring the oh, that's right, they wanted to bring the Harbingers to our side so that they could eat us all. And then we'd stop having cullings and lulls because their side would be safe. Because ours would be dead. I forgot about that part.
So then, did we just switch which side is in a lull?
I think so. I don't. Sure, probably. Time isn't real. I've learned. Apparently, there's no such thing.
And why is Lillian here? No offense.
Not to be
Why are
rude.
you here?
Well, I mean, we've kind of been doing stuff weird this whole time together, but you haven't, so it's kind of bizarre.
Were you?
Unless you have. Have you time traveled?
Time traveled?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
It was Lillian on the train with us the first time around.
No,
Okay.
but she's very good at hiding.
True. Well, in her memories that I just got, was she at least?
Are you asked? Oh,
That I took all her brains.
you can't get like a full feature length movie. It's mostly just like little.
Dang.
It's a cantrip.
No, detect thoughts isn't a cantrip. It's a leveled spell.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about okay.
Oh no.
Encode thoughts.
Encode
is
thoughts.
cantrip.
That's what I was sharing it, but no, to go into her brain, I was casting detect thoughts. That's why I was like, she needs to make a save. Or
I mean,
I
I
don't
thought
get
that
the
was surface layer.
Yeah, which is that's why I asked for her consent to go further because it's surface layer, and then you have to
I
either
mean,
make a wisdom save and
as much
bypass
as
it.
she can get out of it is just
Yeah,
like the usual going to class, getting.
No, that's what I figured. I figured it wasn't going to be a feature length. Just was there ever
Yeah.
a moment where I saw her on the train in her memories?
No.
Okay. Oh yeah, I wasn't expecting a feature length. Just like, was there ever like a one-off where I saw her on the train, or did she ever? Was she ever on the train?
Most of it, if you're getting it from her perspective, a lot of the time it's actually, this is an interesting thing to note. A lot of it is her just walking along, minding her own business, and then suddenly appearing up in a rafter or somewhere high with an item in her hand and watching someone talking about her, usually rudely.
Oh.
Yeah.
In fact, most of the time, she could even just be minding her own business and walking between two different classrooms. And suddenly she'll be in some guy's room who's bitching about her or talking about how hot she is or things like that. And just standing literally over him on the rafter with something from him in her possession.
Oh, honey bunches of notes.
Bips, no.
A lot of it is just her appearing places, and it's really jarring. And
I just want to
it's disorienting watching it.
I know. I just pat her on the shoulder and do that like awkward, like I don't know you well enough for a full hug, but like a half hug.
But each time it happens, it comes with a blue light.
Right. Well, one. It seems exhausting to just be you. Like not in a rude way, but you keep appearing places, and it's dizzying. And I trying to keep that in track as it's
happens whenever people talk to me about me. You know, like
I noticed. That's
they could just be in the bathroom gossiping, and then I'll just show up above them, and I don't know why it keeps happening.
Well, there was a blue light that seems to appear with it, sort of like the one you mentioned, Shay. So, wondering if that's a. How many chairs can there be physically? Just no limit. All right. It might be a magic thing. It's just like not in control of.
12. There's 12.
Well,
So
13. I'd put 13, maybe 14. I point to
what are you
Ruben.
talking about?
Don't mind them. They just start talking about furniture and counting it for some reason. I don't know. It's
There's a
weird.
lot of things.
So that's how you do it, huh? People just say your name and you poof there. Yeah, I was always kind of like, how does she do it? How is she everywhere?
I don't want to do it. It's not like I'm doing it on purpose.
That sucks.
Right. Perhaps it's a magic you've yet to learn to control. We'd have to figure that out later after we figure out how to get out of here.
I mean, it started after I almost died.
Oh, of course it did. How did you almost die, if you don't mind my asking?
I was on the oil arc.
I fucking knew it. The first time. Okay. All right, that makes.
You ever
Yeah,
hear
I
voices
just-
in your head?
That's a weird question.
But do
It
you?
is, isn't it? But so was, have you ever time traveled? I am full of weird questions today. Feel free to answer the ones you can.
No, I don't hear voices.
Okay.
Okay. This is again very rude of me. So sorry for asking. Did you by any chance lose anyone on the train? The first time?
Lose anyone? Like,
a
someone
family.
died?
Yeah, did someone pass away or a family?
I had got on the train illegally. I just wanted a new life.
It's fine. It happens. Okay. And you were unfortunately there the first time it had its
I mean, there's
incident.
only one oil arc.
Is there? Well, and the returned.
That's a different train.
Were you on that train?
No?
Good.
That's lucky.
Because a lot of weird things happened on that train too.
No. This is awkward.
It is pretty awkward.
Why'd you ask if I was hearing some things?
Oh, well, sometimes furniture talks to them. It's weird. I don't know.
Oh right. Well, yes, yours doesn't do that. So yours
No.
might not.
No, mine doesn't do that. I don't talk.
Your chair doesn't talk? I am so confused right now.
It's fine. So are we.
There is quite
Same.
a lot to unpack with this, and
So
I don't believe that we
confused.
would have the time to do so.
Did you know I didn't have a tail?
It's a nice tail.
I do like it. It's very fluffy. I don't know how you walk with this.
It takes time. Do you not have a tail normally?
Exactly. Right. See, these are the things that make life hard.
I feel like this is so much emotional trauma that I have to end the stream because
Right.
everyone's recovering.
Yeah,
Listen,
I'm
I
sorry.
need a moment.
I'm like,
I'm still reeling over the fact that that was a simulation. I'm
yeah.
gonna for real gut Nas. This is my new end goal is of killing this side's Nas. I want him gone.
What a noble goal.
I'm done with this man. I
just-
can't deal
my-
with it.
Brain is fucking twisting in on itself right now.
That's what I'm here for.
I'm gonna look over at Ruben
Mm-hmm.
real quick. Ruben, would you possibly have any of your daggers or anything on you?
Gosh, I hope this Ruben carries daggers. Let me see. Do I have any daggers on me?
You don't have any your bag or anything on you.
No daggers anywhere?
No, that seemed to be part of the simulation.
Oh.
I have no knives.
Wait, okay, but I still
I
have my
am
spell
naked.
book, right?
No.
I mean, how is I casting spells?
You don't need your spellbook to
Stimulation.
cast spells.
No, I do. It's my focus.
Oh, then you can't cast spells,
Yeah.
unfortunately, because wizards usually don't have that. But I guess you do. Because
Order of the Scribe
there's nothing in the
Wizards.
There's nothing in the book that actually states a wizard
I know.
can't cast spells without their.
This is specifically for Order of Scribe Wizards. Your spellbook
Oh,
is your
then
focus.
You're fucked. I guess you're not casting anything. The reason that your spells haven't been written because you don't have your spellbook.
Exactly. This is my focus.
Looking around the room, is there anything sharp around the room?
Fuck it.
No.
But
Points of a desk.
Oh, I can do this at least. I can hand you a quill. I can at least summon the quill without having to
These
physically have the
rooms
book.
seem very similar to the types of rooms you would find in a location where they don't want you to do things to yourself.
It's the Grippy Sock Hotel. But here, I can at least.
Hotel.
I can always magically summon a quill, and quills are sharp.
Oh, if the quill is sharp, I'm going to cut my hand open.
You try to summon a quill, and nothing happens.
God, fuck! I hate it here. I hate this entire side. I hate everything.
Do I have my headphones?
You do not.
You're naked.
Gosh. What's okay?
I can't, and I'm just like flicking my hand, trying to make a quill appear. No, wait, hang on. Can't summon Clippy.
I'm gonna try and cast message to Dorian.
Fuck me.
It works.
Does any of this work?
Hi, hello. I'm gonna. Fuck.
Check.
Okay. Well, this is great. I don't hate this at all. Anywho, I can't make magic happen, so ignore me. I'm useless.
Is there a training grounds that's open, possibly, consistently?
I don't know. I remember as much as you do. I just
Oh,
knew this was my room for some reason.
why do you need something sharp?
If you
I
can't answer the questions, it's okay. Don't feel
I need
bad.
to see something real quick. I'm going to get up and climb up on the desk. And I'm going to turn my back so like my back is facing the edge and I'm just going to fall off.
I'm
Oh
gonna
my
try and
God.
immediately. I'm gonna try and catch you. I mean, we're not just gonna let that.
Stay here.
Also,
Why are you trying to do stuff?
I'm trying to see if I'm real. Because right now in Shay's head, she is not real. Because everything they've done has not been
darker
real.
than I wanted it to.
You know, I could just punch you if you ask.
Also,
You could just punch someone.
also,
yeah, can you punch me?
Also, I
Yeah.
forgot about this, and I just prestidigitation, which is a cantrip, and it can summon a non-magical tiny object.
Yeah, that's fine.
Here, and I just a regular quill. Don't.
No,
no,
I
it's
get
fine.
no.
Ruben's
Well,
gonna
you
punch
can't
me
have
real
it.
quick.
I get payback
Cantrips
for
are
this.
fine. They don't require the spellbook at all.
I try to go to slap Shay, and just end up lightly tapping her on the cheek
Oh, what?
because I can't do it.
All of you suck. Lillian springs out a claw and like cuts one of you on the arm.
I'll take the blow on that.
Okay. You're the closest one to her.
Yeah.
You take 1 point of damage.
Yay! I'm down. No, I'm kidding.
I've created a
bleeding.
tiny knife.
But that does hurt.
So we're actually real then.
We're real. We're just on the wrong side, and
But what side? Because so far, in all the sides, none of it makes sense. This world doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense.
We're on the side that has the shitty version of Nas.
How do we know this isn't just a dream that we wake up in a dream that wake up in a dream that wake up in a dream?
We're on that side, but you're alive, Dorian. That's what doesn't make sense.
I know. I don't. I can't understand anything anymore. I should be dead, right? Actually, hang on. Tiny knife cuts my own hand. Is there blood? Is it goo? Well,
Do I also have blood?
okay.
Check everyone.
Yeah,
Everyone
now I
has
feel
blood.
left out. Just
Also,
Everyone has blood. Everyone gets a scratch on their arm. You get a scratch.
I'm making a new knife each time. We're not reusing the same knife to touch blood.
No, Lillian's been just scratching each of you.
Okay.
Different
Alright,
claw
cool.
each time.
Thank you, Lillian.
Right. Okay.
I'm sorry. I just needed to make sure that we are real.
We might be, we might not be. Also, even if you were real, illusion magic would still make blood. That's not how illusions work.
But it probably would make you feel something.
I don't know anymore. I mean, I'm not detecting any illusions. Am I?
Is detect magic a cantrip?
Nope. I have Eldritch Adept. It's just a thing I can do with my eyeballs now. Forever. That's just how my eyes work.
Sure.
Also, because yeah, I took detect Eldritch Adept detect magic, so I can not cast it with as not a ritual
Mm-hmm.
at will. So
Mm-hmm.
I would just look around. Any
What about
illusions?
anyone else? Even if our
Mm-mm.
name isn't Will.
Nope. I can't.
You've already been doing that for a while, at
Yeah.
least. Before I discovered you couldn't, but apparently you can. So you
The
don't.
detect
You
magic
don't know.
that was just an ability I took because I was tired of casting it constantly. Right, I'm not detecting any magic, so we're fine. We're real, or at least not illusions. Or the illusion is so far spread I can't detect it anymore because it's too big and I can't see that. And we're too
So the
small.
question is,
I don't know.
I don't think we're going to be. If there even is a home, if we ever were home,
We
what if everything we've gone through so far has just been a simulation?
possible.
You mean like even the time travel?
Yeah, why would not? I mean,
I
they
mean, that
just
seems like a weird thing to train people
Right.
for.
That one was weird. If that's a simulation, they really are just preparing for anything.
I mean, who knows if time works the same way over here as it does over there as it does over here, wherever you are, everywhere you go to.
I believe that we've been proving time and time again that it does not work the same.
Right.
Something that happens within the matter of a couple of hours takes a couple of days.
So maybe it's not actually the past. Maybe it literally is the other side where we came out at. Or, we've been in this simulation for so long, we don't even know what's going on anymore.
Okay. All right. We don't know where we are. That's true. But we do still know that each of us are who we are. So let's focus on that for now. We can figure out the rest later. We don't have a home or whatever, but we do have each other, right?
Right.
Right.
So at least we're all together, and we can figure this out together.
And we have Lillian, which is
And
pretty
Lily.
cool.
Honestly, great to have. I very much do enjoy your company. I actually don't hate you. You're very nice.
Oh. I like all of you too.
Thanks.
None of you talk about me as much as other people do.
I do consider you a rival. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Question, can I not do any of my class abilities? Like, are they just all gone?
If your book is your focus and you have
Well, the only thing I could do that like is the quill thing, and that because that has nothing to do with my book.
because the book is meant for memorization. It's meant for being able to remember the spells in that moment. It usually has nothing to do with being able to cast your spell. But if your class ability states that it is your focus, then
I can, you can choose to make any item your focus. Usually you choose, I can change it, but can I summon my quill is my only question. Because that has nothing to do with my spell book. That's just a wizard ability.
which one is this one? Spellbook.
Order of Scribes. And it's the wizardly quill ability. Because if I can't do that, I'm fucked. I can't do anything else, I figure. No manifest mind. I'll have to make a new spell book.
That sucks.
That's why I want to know if I can get my quill so I can make a new spell book. Because it is, I believe, a second level wizard ability. As a bonus action, you can magically create a tiny quill in your free hand. The quill has special properties. It just doesn't require ink. I can erase anything with it that I write with it.
I don't think your features and traits usually require this spell
No,
code.
then
like
your
you-
quill's
Okay.
fine.
Yes. I just want to use it. I'll make a new book. Just have to make a new one. But otherwise,
Erase a book over a course of a short rest by using. Yeah, you can replace the book.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it
like,
takes a short rest.
and it was like if I have the quill, it reduces that time as well,
Oh, that's good.
and reduces the
Yep.
amount of gold I need for it too. So I don't have to use gold. I can just use my magic quill.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's super good.
That's why I want to know.
Yep.
I'm like, I don't have money to rewrite these spells. Also, you have to pay money to redo your spells.
Yep. You don't have any of your paper or anything on you though, so you're
True,
gonna have to
but
get some of that.
I have to get paper, but I can. It's a start. Or I can only make so much paper with prestidigitation, I'm assuming.
I mean, it's prestidigitation. The moment
Oh yeah, it
I don't think that
expires
would
after an
work.
hour. I've got an hour-long spell book. Right. Well, we're together, and that's Ruben's pointed out the main thing about us. So what's our plan?
Cry.
Yeah, I was gonna say take a nap, but crying sounds good too.
And
Crying
also
sounds
find
good.
out exactly how to blend in with what's happening currently.
True. Also, I need paper, or a book, an empty one, preferably. Or I guess I could not use a book for my.
I don't think I have my powers anymore.
Right.
I couldn't hear Liz. If whatever you.
Yeah, you're really quiet.
You might have
said-
to move your microphone closer.
I don't think I can do my powers anymore.
You said conflagration and nothing happened earlier.
I don't think any of us can. Though, hey, let me try. Serendipity.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, no.
Okay. This is.
But we could in the simulation.
That
Maybe
is
we
true.
don't actually have anything. It's just the simulation.
But
Might have been.
why would they give us those powers in the simulation if we're not supposed to have those powers?
Right.
How would that
it
possibly
is-
be part of our training?
Well, it's infiltration. If the other side has those powers, then you need to know how to use them.
Not if you don't actually have the ability to use them.
True. That part. Maybe
That
you
does
do.
seem weird if you're talking about. What are these powers? And
Yeah,
why do you keep saying strange words?
okay. Well, it has something to do with the furniture stuff.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, can we trust you, Lillian?
I really hope so.
I'm not saying this because
I mean, even if I said yes, you're probably not gonna trust me anyways. If that's a
But I
question you
really-
have to ask.
I really want to trust somebody, but also people keep backstabbing us, so it's kind of hard.
It's not on the matter of we don't want to trust you. It's on the matter of we have trusted people in the past who have ended up hurting our
I mean,
trust.
look, I
Everyone-
can tell you that I'm not gonna do anything, but I don't know if that's gonna mean anything to people who are clearly traumatized.
Does your teleportation thing work in the same room, or do you have to be farther away?
As far as I can tell, it just look, I've been walking by the bathrooms, the boys' bathrooms, and then suddenly I guess someone's thinking about me and I'm above them. So it doesn't seem to care.
I'm gonna try and get as far away from Lillian in the room as possible, and then think about her.
Okay, roll a D100.
Oh no!
I not in a bad way. Just think Lillian's, a great friend.
As soon as I see that, I just turn to Lillian and go, I am sorry in advance.
A 7. I got the zeros
7.
and 7.
All right, let's see. Wow, it's within 10. Yeah. She appears right over your head. Your belt is gone
All right. Well, that's
and it's
fine.
in her hand.
Okay, so that does right. So we should probably then tell her if she's part of this. Also, can I have my belt back? I wasn't even
Oh,
thinking
yeah,
of my
sure.
belt.
Drops it.
I was thinking that you were a cool friend. That is Does it just
It
pick
seems
items?
to, every single time someone says something about me, it seems to like just give me something that they had. That's not the first belt I've taken from a guy.
Wait.
Ah.
So all this time, I've been trying to get better at sneaking things away from people than you, and it just happens.
Does it naturally? Yeah, whenever I teleport, I have something of theirs in my person. That's why everyone thinks I'm a thief, is because I always have something of theirs. I'm not doing it on purpose.
There were a lot of complaints to the student council that you were
I
stealing
gave them
things.
back. I would sneak them into their rooms or something, and then they get angry at me for sneaking into their room.
That's really rude. I'm sorry.
It's really not fair for you.
That is honestly ridiculous.
All right. Well, Shay can sometimes explode with fire.
Mhm.
Apollo can make water happen.
Mhm.
And I'm really lucky.
And Dorian?
Oh no, I don't have one.
Dorian's like the token normal person.
I'm
Dorian's really smart.
right up for debate right now.
Dorian is the brains of the operation, quite typically.
Again, up for debate.
Dorian's the responsible one.
To be fair, I think it's because I'm already dead. So you can't die again to get powers.
Oh yeah, that's something. Well, not me, but everyone else.
Yours is
But none of
Yeah.
your powers are working right now?
Correct.
No,
but yours
I
are.
don't think I hear.
Hmm?
Oh,
Mine?
excuse me. Hold on one moment, please. Ma'am,
Yeah.
are you there?
Do. The caller you were trying to reach.
I got a busy signal.
I hate when that happens.
No, I
I
think that your chair just straight up disconnected.
I don't know if your plan has long distance calling.
I don't think that your chair is in service any longer.
You don't have
Maybe we-
international calling.
Oh, I knew I should have signed up for that.
We should have signed up for the interdimensional calling bit.
Maybe we're maybe we're training with it because it's something we're supposed to get before we go over there, and that's why they're making us train with it. So they're gonna kill us before we go over there and then get it?
Now, okay. Originally, Rowena had your powers here
Maybe they
And
still
not-
don't have it.
on the other side. But in the simulation, they gave the powers to Rowena.
Yeah.
Right. And also, Nas spoke about her like she was already dead or not here. Not part of whatever this training is because he wanted me to kill her. So, whatever. She's not part of this, I think. She was wearing. Fuck, where are my notes? She was wearing an opposite uniform, right? When we went to go see her, she was wearing something different than all of the the first time we went on the other side because the train exploded.
Yeah, and the other side, she was an officer. Yeah, she was a captain or something of some sort, a high-ranking official,
Yeah.
to the point where people were like, yeah.
But it was the same uniform as Nas? Like the same,
Yeah, but
but higher ranking.
more thingies on it.
Okay, that's all. I just want to know, like, are they in the same army?
An officer and a gentleman.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
So, right. I mean, I was told to kill her, but it seems like she was a higher ranking member. Maybe she went insane because I died in her arms or something. I don't. I think I just need to. Do you think if one of you almost kills me, I might get powers?
I don't want
I don't know if I would like to take that risk.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
No.
No.
All right.
Well, to be fair, I don't know if it'll work on this side. I'd have to go to the other one and see.
I was kidding. I'm just trying to be cool.
We're already cool without trying to be.
True.
Yeah.
Aren't you two dating? Why are you flirting with me?
Darling,
I am not flirting with you. That is just being.
He's not
Genuine.
flirting with you.
Okay.
he's just like that.
All right.
He's a very sweet
Darling,
boy.
darling, back to
Don't
the
add that on
furnace,
top
though.
of this.
This
What?
is flirting, and I gently kiss Shay on the cheek.
Disgusting. You know, Ruben, what do
That's
you have
not
to say?
flirting.
Yeah, so we were just thinking that because you got your weird teleportation thing after you almost died, that perhaps it was similar to our things, and you also have magical furniture.
Like a couch or
Uh,
something?
Magical couch, Lillian. That's what it is. It's a magical goddamn couch.
All right, maybe you need it. Do you need a
Metaphorically
hug?
speaking.
I'm just gonna give Jay a light hug. All right, maybe you're not.
I guess they're called chairs. I don't know. That's not super important. What is important is
And
you.
why does
might
this
be one.
chair make you have people in your head?
That I don't know. They
It's like
do.
the past.
Because
one,
you said
right?
there's someone talking to you?
Well, not me.
It's the past person in my head. The one who had it before me. I know it sounds crazy. I know I sound crazy right now. I'm just at the end of my rope with what's going on.
So the kid that I keep seeing isn't fake?
What kid?
There
So
you go.
you
What kid
have been
where?
seeing somebody. Did I talk to you?
Yeah, a lot. My mom had a thing, so I thought maybe I had a thing. So I've been ignoring them.
Oh no, you should talk to them. Well, I would say they're normally very nice, but I've had a very mean one in my head, but then it turned into a very nice one. But maybe it's all fake and it doesn't actually matter. So who knows? They should be nice.
Okay, I think
Can
maybe
you see them now?
you should take a nap. Um, I'm
Yeah, I'm
looking
really
at
just.
Shay.
I guess
Like,
I'll sleep on your floor in a minute here, but
no, I don't see them right now. I could only usually see them in the simulation.
your powers are working.
I guess.
That means that this is something that you have had in our place.
I guess. I don't know how any of this works.
Don't worry, neither do we. We make it up as we go.
We're trying to figure it out.
I mean, the ability to appear over someone while they're in the bathroom isn't exactly something that's a good power.
It could be.
There might be more to it that you just haven't figured out how to control yet.
A lot
'Cause, I
of
mean,
times
I've
the
been lucky
powers.
for a long time, but oh, sorry.
No. You haven't but they grow as you kind of grow. So there are things I wasn't able to do until I got stronger, and then they changed.
All right. Well, what should we do?
Honestly,
Figure out how to survive here.
Right, take a short rest.
Nap
I
on your
don't.
floor.
I
Take a
don't
long
know
rest.
anymore.
Right.
Cuddle pile.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
it's
only.
so
Please,
important.
please, can we just have a cuddle
Yes.
pile?
Hopefully, I'd like to find a book or some paper. Is there? This room is literally just bed and desk. Is there any paper in the desks?
Well, no, there's no. So if I said it, I didn't. There's just a thing for your clothes and then the bed. There aren't even sheets on the bed. It's just a bed.
Military school.
Gross.
Gross.
I
And
mean,
there
should
aren't
we
even
try?
hangers. It's just a drawer with clothes in it. There's nothing
Should we try to find?
sharp or.
Mhm.
Should we try to find our rooms, or do we just all want to stay here? I don't like.
In a
I
place
mean,
like this, I don't believe that it would be very
if
up
we're
to code to be in each other's dorms for extended
gonna
periods of time.
sneak around and stuff, I could go and look places, and all you'd have to do is think of my name or something, and maybe you'll bring me back.
Do we
Yeah,
just
I
have
was
to
just
say
thinking
your
about
name?
that
Say your
too.
name.
I was also
Like,
But we all
wondering,
could be around.
have you ever been so when you teleport, have you
Yeah.
ever been like holding someone else at the same time?
I've never tried it.
Curious
You're
if that would work.
the nicest people I've ever met, so everyone just assumes.
You have a really low bar for niceness.
Hey,
People
what's that
just
supposed
hate
to mean?
me.
I'm really nice.
Well,
You
you're
flirted with
amazing,
me
nice.
and then called me a mean name, and
Did I
then
flirt with you? That okay. I panicked because I thought, oh wait, yeah, I'm supposed to be a jerk to everybody, and I'm not being a jerk because I've just been through a whole lot of stuff. So then I was like, you suck. Yeah, sorry.
okay, so you are into me or not?
What? No.
Press X to doubt.
I mean, you walked up to me, said, I need to blindfold you. And I'm like, okay, that sounds like it could be fun. And then just blindfolded me and called me name and walked off, kind of.
I mean, yeah, because you had birds in your eyes. Anyway, yeah, nap.
Nap.
I mean, that goes to the original question. Do we need to go find our own rooms?
Right? I
I
don't know.
don't really think we should split up.
I would
But at the
prefer
same
not
time-
to.
I don't believe that we would be able to be in each other's rooms.
Probably not.
Do they do like room checks?
I don't remember. I
you?
just like,
I feel like this is the kind of place that would.
I just remember someone telling me this is where I'm supposed to be.
Or we could say that it's just past our times and we should all head to, and they take us to our dorms.
True. We don't know where our dorms are. So if we hang out here, they do a room check, we could just be little delinquents and be like, no, I'm not going back. And then they'll take us back.
Well,
If that happens. And if it doesn't happen, well, we just nap here on the floor.
Right.
Okay. It's probably a good idea. I'd prefer not to leave you guys.
So your plan is to try to split up and split the party and sleep in your own dorms?
Well, our
No,
plan
our
is to.
But we're
plan is
sticking
to sleep
together for
here.
now.
And then if they do end up checking the rooms, we'll use that.
Oh,
Yeah.
We'll
I
use
get
that
what
as
you're
a win to
saying.
get taken back to
Okay.
our rooms. We don't actually know where our rooms
I
are.
like. Yeah.
All right. So you're going to lay down and rest for the night?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I
Then we'll
sleep
definitely
under
end the session here.
Can I sleep under the bed? Can
Sure.
we get under the bed?
You can sleep under the bed.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll definitely end the session. It's been 4 hours, the full 4 hours or whatever. So,
Oh, wow, it has.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Jeez.
I'm gonna cry about my spell book.
Emotional damage.
Emotional
I mean,
damage.
it shows you for making yourself a wizard who requires their spell book.
Every wizard requires an arcane focus.
They don't require their spell books, though.
But if we didn't have any items on us, I still wouldn't have my focus.
That is
mean,
actually true.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, you're useless without it. Sorry.
I can do
Bye.
nothing.
End stream.
Yes.
Sorry.
Bye.
Alright.
See y'all
Thank you guys.
next week.
Yeah.
The yawn is
Bye-bye.
perfect.
Thanks for watching.
In theory,
Bye-bye.
Andoria,
Yes.
we're gonna
Which
try
day?
this.
Friday or Saturday?
That's a solid question.
That is a question
we'll
we will
figure it
answer in a
out.
production meeting.
Woo.
I can't wait for the meme collage.
Oh, that's
All
right.
right.
I gotta make that. Alrighty. Wait. See y'all later.
We should release the meme
Catch you on the
collages
flip side.
We actually won't be on the flip side. We're stuck on the hell side.
Yeah, we're
here
stuck
on the flip side. You kept saying we'll see you on the flip side, and then guess what happened? It's your fault.
Alright, we'll
Good.
see y'all next week. Doo-doo.